We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. Next game up is the Lady Cardinals taking on the Garber Wolverines. That game comes up right after this. They're running a little bit long. As you can see, the foul count's gotten pretty high. Well, they're not afraid to blow the whistle. So we're behind the scheduled starting time. But no worries. Lady Cardinals are playing next. Taking on the Garber Lady Wolverines. Running Calumet, we're all tied up. When we got here, just after half, Calumet went on a run. They're currently leading. They got up to double digits. Laverne has stormed back. But both teams fouling quite a bit. There was a technical on Calumet a little bit earlier. Start the clock. Sorry, my clock's wrong. We'll have a bit of a challenge today. Turpin Junior High is playing in Hooker, so we're without our fantastic statistician. Elizabeth Buller is playing and then cheering over at Hooker. Turpin students, if you're watching this right now and getting ready for the Cardinals game, watching from classrooms, if you're in junior high or high school and interested in being a part of the broadcast, you can contact me. I'd prefer by email first or come by my room and talk to me. We're looking to expand the Turpin Live crew. Not to be confused with Two Live Crew, those of you old heads like me who remember the 90s rap group. Sorry, bad joke, but I am a dad. I get to earn some of the bad humor. This game's coming down to the end. As you can see, just over 28 seconds left to go. Calumet's leading. Just hit another bucket. The Tigers were hanging with them. It was a close game when we first arrived, just after halftime. Cardinals were here a little bit earlier. The team was a little bit earlier than I was. Laverne was hanging with Calumet. And Calumet went on a run. They were hitting threes over and over and over and over. Laverne's going to go ahead and foul. Calumet leading by 11 with 27 seconds left. Turpin will be taking on Laverne tomorrow night. That game will be in Laverne. Laverne just hits a three. They trail by 8, just under 20 seconds left to go.
Attention fans, Downtown Threads is sponsoring the Skordle Festival halftime shootout to win a commemorative t-shirt. We will select a fan from each school to shoot at halftime of the boys game. Visit Downtown Threads for all your screen printing, embroidery, and promotional product needs. Located 1 block north of the Stride Bank Center.
That game's over. We'll get ready for the Cardinals taking on the Wolverines from Garber.
Also fans, don't forget valid kits sponsoring an Air Jordan shoe giveaway during the Skordle Festival. Use your ticket of entry from the Skordle Festival and visit Valid Kicks to get automatically entered for a pair of Jordans. Spend some cash for additional entries, and don't forget to sign up for their loyalty program at Valid Kicks, located 1 block north, just behind Garfield Furniture.
All right, Cardinal fans, we got a fun one coming up. Cardinals are going against the girls from Garber, Oklahoma. If you're not familiar with Garber, you're going to be before this game is over. And if you watched last year's girls on their run through the playoffs, Garber was the team that held us out of state. In the area championships, we took on Garber. We were undefeated to that point. We had a tremendous run. And it was Garber that we went against. Game went down to the line. It was a tie game with 60 seconds left, and we had the ball. We turned it over. Garber came down. They tried to score. We stuffed them. We got the ball back. It's 30 seconds left to go. We've got the ball. We weren't able to score. Garber wasn't able to score. Overtime it went. In overtime, Garber jumps out to a lead. We come back. We ended up, we were down 61-57. We hit a 3. And it ended up being a 61-60 game. And a little bit of, I don't want to say controversy, but at the very end, there's a little, not much time left on the clock, and we had a potential for a last play. But 30 seconds from going to state last year was how close we came. And it was these Garber Wolverines that ended up winning the game. They ended up going into the state tournament because of that win. They played against Okarche and they lost. Now, this Garber team, the seniors for Garber, have gone to state 3 years in a row. They've lost in the quarterfinals each time, but the seniors on this team are tremendous players. We'll talk about them. Led mostly by Alyssa Johnson, the point guard, number 24. You'll see her. She's easy to pick out with her bright blonde hair. And number 43, Camilla Gay, the big post player for Garber. Both players, tremendous athletes. They've been tremendous players for Garber. Like I said, they've gone to state 3 years in a row. These Lady Cardinals, that's exactly the territory that we want to be in. Now, these two teams might not have faced each other very often. Last year, first time Turpin had faced Garber in who knows how long. Garber came out on top in overtime. But on the floor, several of the Cardinal players have played on this floor before last year and against these girls from Garber. These two teams met over and over and over in the summer, dueling back and forth, trading wins. Usually it was our Turpin girls on the winning side. Most notably, a championship game here in Enid when Shelby Moses stole victory from the jaws of defeat under the goal on your left. She took away the ball with about 5 seconds left after a missed shot, stole it from one of the girls who plays for Garber now, put in the bucket, and the girls from Turpin, who were playing on a High Plains Storm team, beat the girls from Garber, who were playing for an Enid Shock team. So these two teams have faced off, even though they haven't done it under these jerseys, but over and over and over and over, and playing on this floor. Last year, our big three, the all-conference players from last year who are still on the team after graduating 5 seniors last year, those three, Shelby Moses, Brianna Barrett, and Abby Buller, played a huge part of the fourth quarter and into overtime of that game. So they have that playoff experience. They have the experience against this very team. Garber's missing some notables. The Cardinals, graduated the 5 seniors. Garber graduated an NOC player who now plays here in Enid, Ashlyn Light. But they had so many people coming back, including the 2 that I mentioned, the seniors, Alyssa Johnson and Camilla Gay. Those 2 are on the floor tonight, or this afternoon, and we were expecting to be facing off against Leela Washington. Leela Washington's one of the best players in the state of Oklahoma. I can tell you from personal experience in taking Abby Buller around on recruiting trips and various camps that we've seen Leela Washington at various venues, and she's a tremendous player. She and Abby occasionally go one-on-one against each other, and possibly playing with each other in some of the pickup games that will happen at some of the camps. So I've seen a lot of Washington. She's tremendous, very athletic. However, tragedy struck last week, and Washington ended up getting an injury. Don't know the full extent of it, but I've heard that we won't be seeing her tonight. And underneath the basket, you can see Leela. She's on crutches and has a big knee brace on, so it doesn't take a magician to figure out what happened there to the young lady. So very sorry to hear that happened. Hopefully she can be back for the playoffs and resume her career. She is a junior. Captains are out there. As you can see, we've got for the Cardinals, Moses and Barrett are out there, the two that I mentioned, going for Garber, as the two are talking with the referee. That's Johnson and Gay out there. Gay, as you can see, sizable player, tremendous athlete for her size. And one of the surprises about Gay, she'll knock down threes. She has multiple games this season, including against Forgan. Not long ago, these girls came to Forgan and put it on the Lady Bulldogs. Gay hit 5 3-pointers in that game. A little bit later on, she hit 6 against Wacomas. Gay will block a lot of shots. She's normally getting around 3 to 5 blocks a game, which is just tremendous for a high school player. So Gay can score points, but it tends to not be inside. It tends to be from the outside. Her big point-scoring games are with her shooting threes. So she's not a strong player in the post, surprisingly, except on defense. She'll come up the floor a little bit slower. She'll trail and then hit threes. Lady Cardinals, you can bet, have scouted that and will be ready for it. Alyssa Johnson, the point guard, she'll rain threes from all over the place, regularly dropping in 4 or more 3-pointers. She's done it here recently in 4 recent games. She did it on Tuesday against Palm Creek Hunter. She did it the game before that against Dover, Wacomas, Cimarron, on and on and on and on. So tremendous shooter, really scrappy defensive player. So there's a lot there to like from this Garber team. Now, I haven't got to the headliner about Garber. I've been burying the lead so far. Garber's 19-0. So they went through the last 3 years. They went to the state tournament. They have lost in the first game of the state tournament each year. So they've been knocked out in the quarterfinals. But this year, they're 19-0. That puts them ranked 5th in the state. So this is a fantastic opportunity for the Lady Cardinals to make their mark, to get some experience against a very good opponent here on this Stride Center floor, which is likely to be one of the locations for the area tournament this year. Garber has played against, they've had a similar style record to us. They have played against 6 different top 20 teams. They've beat all of them. One of them was top 10. Now, the Cardinals actually have had a harder schedule than the Lady Wolverines. But the Lady Cardinals, as you know, have had some struggles. They have not been able to pull off an upset this year. They've played a lot of quality opponents and played them very close. But we're sitting at 11-6 with our losses all against teams that are either ranked or just sitting outside the rankings. So Cardinals have had it tough, but we wanted this schedule. We wanted to test ourselves and put ourselves through the fire, and you can see what that'll look like as the Lady Cardinals are going to be facing off against these Lady Wolverines. Lady Wolverines, when they're facing off against the quality opponents, their scores are in the 40s. They will slow a game down. They did play hooker earlier this year and only won by 3. Now, I look at that hooker game as potentially a really good forecast for what can happen here. We like to play man-to-man. Hooker plays man-to-man. When Garber played hooker, their stats were almost exactly the same. The two teams matched off with each other, squared off, and it was a battle. The edge for Garber came in rebounding. Now, for a team that shoots a lot of threes like a Garber, that means their guards are hitting the boards and paying attention. However, another big caveat. When Hooker played Garber, Garber still had Washington. Washington can get inside and cause problems. Her game is very similar to what we see with Abby Buller, where Gay likes to stand outside and shoot threes, and Johnson likes to stand outside and shoot threes. Johnson was the one who kept teams honest inside. With Barrett and Moses and the inside games the Cardinals can bring and the driving by Buller and Boyd and Post, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this game. Again, I'm warning you, as far as the stats go, I'm hampered tonight or to this afternoon. We don't have Ella Buller, so we'll be figuring out as we go along, so don't expect the stats to be right, but expect the game to be fantastic. So we just hit the opening tip. Game has just started for the Lady Cardinals out on the floor. You've got Barrett, Post, Buller, Weber, and Moses. On the floor for Garber, you've got Johnson and Wilkerson. Chloe Wilkerson, number 11. Camilla Gay's down there in the post. You can see Garber's playing a zone. Now that zone's going to open things up for the Lady Cardinals on the outside if they want it. You got Olivia Schmidt in there for Garber. Immediately, the Cardinals go inside. They challenge Gay. And Cardinals take the 2-point lead right off the bat. Gay from the outside. I called it. She'll be shooting outside, but Post has the rebound. Post into the front court. Drives inside, puts the bucket in. We'll see who the foul's on. It's going to go against White. It's going to go against Gay. So Cardinals right off the bat attacking inside. Barrett and Post taking it right at them. Post hits the free throw. Cardinals have the lead. 5-0 here. I'm going to warn you that clock, it's going to be a challenge, but I'll do what I can to keep things up and on. That's Bell into Gay. Gay puts it up and misses. Moses has the rebound. Cardinals, so far, doing fantastic. Inside, Barrett right. A quick pass from Buller. Barrett hits the shot. Timeout by Coach Davis. Lady Cardinals on the run. Coming up roses for the Cardinals in the early going. 7-point lead, attack in the middle. Garber playing a zone, and still, even in the zone, cannot handle the Cardinals' inside game. Garber likes to run. They like to shoot outside. They work it into Gay again. They're trying to take advantage of her side. The Cardinals have played against tall players. Now, Gay is something special. You can expect to see her on a college roster next year. Gay's going to come out, though. Coming in is Olivia Schmidt. Schmidt had started the game. She'll come back in now. Chloe Wilkerson has it up top running point. They might try to free up Johnson. You can see Post playing against Johnson. Cardinals are going man-to-man here. Oh, I take that back. We're in a zone, but we're shading over on Johnson. Post watching her carefully. Again, Post and Johnson know each other from years and years of playing summer ball against each other in all sorts of venues, including on this very court. Garber kicks it across. And Garber puts in the bucket. Garber goes into a zone. Post working against Johnson. She's double teamed. He gets in the middle. Cardinals on the run here. Moses tries to get it to Barrett. Ball get knocked out of bounds. Cardinals leading 7-2. Early goings of this Skordle Festival game for the Cardinals. It's the first time for the Cardinals to play in this. They work inside. Nice bucket for Kayla Eland. So with Gay out, Garber tries going to Eland and it works out. Cardinals into the middle again. Cardinals are getting deep into the paint on every possession so far. Shelby Moses has to put up a little bit of an awkward shot and misses it. Boyd and Estes are going to head to the scorer's table to head into the game. Mandy Bell has the ball up top now. You can see they're still trying to work it to Johnson. Cardinals are running a novelty defense here, it looks like. They're keeping post on Johnson, which makes sense. Johnson's by far the biggest scoring threat when Gay's on the bench and Washington is on crutches on the sideline. Cardinals end up with the ball. Come down, looking inside for Barrett. Inside game's been working great for the Cardinals. They're holding the 3-point lead here. Again, this is an undefeated Garber team. They're ranked 5th in the state. Your Turpin Cardinals right now are leading this game early on. Post into Estes. Estes and Boyd have come in. Weber and Barron have taken a break. They look inside for Estes. Eland does a great job of stealing it. Eland doing a fantastic job inside for Garber. Dribble by Garber. Lady Wolverines having a problem there handling the ball. Looked like it might have been a carrying call. Buller's going to throw it in. Garber, it looks to be in a 2-2-1 zone defense. That kind of press a lot of times is used to slow things down. Cardinals attack it perfectly by getting the ball into the middle of it. Moses gets it up to Boyd. Boyd across the lane to Estes. Cardinals getting shots by the bunches in the lane. We'll take those high percentage shots all day long. Johnson has it up top. She's working against Boyd now. Cardinals shifting things up by having Boyd do it. They go inside for Eland. Buller stuffs Eland. They're going to say Buller got her. We'll see if the call is that Buller got her arm or if she got her on the body. So Buller picks up her first foul. They're going to say she got her on the arm. So that's the first foul on any of the Cardinals. That's Abby's first and first on Turpin. Eland gets to shoot 2. She misses the first. Again, I apologize about the clock. This will show you how much we miss Ella Buller. I'm going to go recruit somebody here at the quarter break. They may not be able to replace Ella, but at least we can have somebody who can watch that clock while I keep the camera on the action for you. Johnson tips the ball. Buller's got it. Lady Cardinals holding on to it. They're leading by 3. Buller gets fouled. We'll see who it's on. That's going to go against Chloe Wilkerson. That's her first. Second team foul on Garber. The game before this, it was different referees, but it's still a 3-man crew. They called a whole pile of fouls in the Laverne Calumet boys game immediately before this. Buller from the corner, open for 3. She loves that spot. Estes gets the rebound, goes up and gets fouled. So third foul called on Garber. We'll see who it's on. That'll be on Mandy Bell. That's her first. Estes puts up the free throw and makes it. Now Post and Estes both making free throws. Cardinals may end up needing all the points they can get here. Estes makes them both. Cardinals lead by 5 again. Inside for Eland. Great job. She puts it up. Buller blocks the shot from behind. Moses gets the rebound and gets fouled. And another one on Wilkerson. Well, Wilkerson immediately picking up 2. Post out to Buller. Cardinals are stretching things out here to see what Garber's doing. Garber's staying in that zone. That's going to open up 3s if Lady Cardinals want it. Lady Cardinals can shoot that, but so far the inside game has been dominating against Garber. Shot this time from above the free throw line is a miss. It's a rebound by Eland. Eland so far has been the main weapon for Garber. Lady Wolverines trailing here. Cardinals loving things so far, leading by 5 in Enid. Eland Sorry, that didn't Elin. Gay has come back in. Gay shoots from way up high. Johnson gets the rebound. Looks like Buller's going to get called for her second foul. I'm wrong on that. It's Emily Estes. Estes will pick up the foul. They said she got, looks like that's Johnson, isn't it? Nope, that's not Johnson, that's Wilkerson. Johnson's up top talking to Coach Davis. Wilkerson makes one, misses the second. Buller's got the rebound. Here comes Buller. Cardinals in transition. Cardinals' speed is just so much more than what Garber's able to do. Post will go for three. It's a miss. Rebound inside by Wilkerson. Wilkerson across the way to Elin. It's a little bit long. Johnson has it up top. She works against Boyd. Kick out to Elin. Up top to Wilkerson. Wilkerson takes a step in, takes a jumper. It's a miss. Moses has the rebound. Out to post. Barrett and Weber trying to come back in. They're at the scorer's table. They'll have to wait on a whistle. Boyd drives in, takes a couple of dribbles. It's a little bit short. Estes gets the rebound, kicks it out. Post wide open for three. She's been deadly from three-point range. But on the miss, Shelby Moses is right there. Puts in the bucket. Lady Cardinals 6-point lead. Garber's slowing things down here. They've done this when they've played quality opponents. Their scoring total will drop significantly. Nice jumper from Olivia Schmidt. Garber was needing those points. Cardinals bring it up the court, slowly and deliberately against the press. Have to wonder if Garber is running that press to help give Gay time to get up the court. Moses drives inside. Tremendous body control, but the shot's a little bit awkward. She had one almost exactly the same look early in the game. Same result, high off the glass, but a little bit of a miss. Still, we'll take Shelby with those odds anytime when she can get into the paint. Elin inside. Elin pulls Garber back within two, so they went to Gay early. She couldn't get the job done. They switched to Elin, and Elin doing a tremendous job in the paint for Garber. Estes has the ball, the high post, kicks out to post. Post goes for another three. She'll drain it. Few seconds left on the clock. Sorry, I warned you. The clock's going to be hard for me to run. Cardinals leading 14-0. Pardon for a moment. I'm going to go see if I can recruit somebody to help me out on the scoreboard. Anything needs to be cleared, you just hold it, and then you can clear it. Swipe up or down, and then when the clock starts and stops, you check it, and you'll figure it out. Just don't hold on there. And then foul. More foul. It'll make sense if not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mason Nelson has joined us as a production assistant. He's going to be learning on the fly. Mason won't only be able to stay with us probably till halftime, I'm guessing. Is that correct, Mason?
I'll probably head over there about third quarter or so.
All right, so we got Mason till about the third quarter, which you're going to be very happy to have that because he'll be able to give you a much more accurate scoreboard down there. All right, Cardinals have the ball, starting the second half, starting the second quarter up by 5. Into the paint they go. The paint, Cardinals were just doing damage. Over and over. Weber goes for a long shot, unable to get it to hit. Might have gotten tipped. Schmidt gets the rebound. Johnson's got it, come back up. Johnson, remember, can drain threes like crazy. Cardinals know that. They have scouted these girls and they know them. Gay also can hit threes. She gets outside and puts in a three-pointer. She may be the biggest player on the floor, but she's also one of the best shooters. Regularly hitting 3 to 5 3-pointers in a game. Ball got knocked out of bounds. It was not a foul.
Let's go, Black!
The 3 pulls Garber back to a 2-point game. They have trailed the entire game. Garber has never led. Cardinals took the lead early, have gotten the lead up to as much as 6. Barrett from the short corner puts it up. It's a miss. Johnson's there. Weber tried for it, couldn't quite get there. This Garber team, remember, has played in the state tournament the last 3 years. So the seniors on the floor, Johnson and Gay, very used to playing high-level ball. And this Garber Lady Wolverines team, undefeated in this season so far. 19-0. The steal by Barrett, though. Cardinals have the ball. They're looking, they kick it around. Weber's got it now outside the 3-point line. Buller up top. Out on the edge to Weber, back to Buller. Buller kicks out to Weber. Weber goes to the short corner, kick back out to Buller. Buller at the wing, back to Weber. Cardinals playing catch over on the left side of the offense. They go high post and then kick back out. Buller's got it again up top. 3-point line, and the jumpers are going to be open with the zone, that 2-3 zone that Garber's running. They ended up getting a shot they like. Megan takes it, can't hit it. Long rebound ends up in Garber's hands. Remember, Garber is a very good rebounding team. Cardinals have to be careful with that. Gay goes for the shot. Emily Estes is there for the rebound. Buller's coming the other way, working against Johnson right in the middle of that zone. Garber's defense gives a lot. Garber can play very physical. They made a real name for themselves doing that last year. Their most notable win last year was knocking off Sealing, who ended up going on to win the state championship. Barron's got in the short corner to Buller in the backside corner. Buller hits a 3. That's the second 3-pointer for the Cardinals. They're leading by 5 now, 17-12. Johnson's got it up top, bringing it down. Johnson looks out on the edge for Gay. They go inside this time, and Olivia Schmidt hits a 2. Nothing to mark, I did it. Shot and a miss, rebound by Estes. Buller at the high post, out to post. Weber's got it. I tell you what, Cardinals are using the ball movement to really make Garber move. Coach Davis has been working the rotation so far, but it'll be interesting to see what Garber can do with their rotation and their depth here, missing Washington. Washington's one of the best players in the state of Oklahoma. Bucket goes in, though. Garber only trails by 1. Barrett wide open, tremendous pass by Post. Post has that quality that you love to see in a point guard, and you'll only find it in the best. It's like they've got extra eyes. And Post finds Barrett. Garber had lost her, but Post knew exactly where she was. Hits her on a beautiful pass. Brianna has the chance to gather herself with nobody around her and puts in an easy bucket and gives the Cardinals a 3-point lead. On defense, though, Cardinals come down and pick up a foul. It's going to go against Brianna. That is just her first, only the 3rd on Turpin.
Which one do I add?
Elon makes the second, and it's now 17-19. Garber trailing Turpin by 2. Cardinals have led the entire way. We've reached the halfway point of the second quarter. 4 minutes left to go till half. Cardinals sitting on a lead here. Garber missing Washington. It's really making a dent in what they're able to do here. It's changed their offense and their defense. Buller, beautiful pass across the way again from Post. Buller drives in, puts it up, gets the shot to fall. 21-17 now. 4-point lead for the Cardinals, and Buller gets to shoot a free throw to add to the lead. I didn't see. Who was the foul on? Was that Wilkerson?
I thought it was...
Oh, 25, Schmidt. So Schmidt picks up the foul. Buller makes the free throw. Cardinals have been tremendous on the free throw line as well. And they lead by 5 again, 22-17. Garber fans in some serious danger here of seeing their undefeated Lady Wolverines go down. Then tremendous play. Wilkerson drives inside, hits the short little layup. Cardinals working it though. Weber from the high post. Misses it on the long rebound. Gay reaches up, snares it, sends it over to her teammate Johnson. The Cardinals with a 3-point lead here. Post glued to Johnson. Johnson hasn't had a chance to do anything so far on offense. Johnson working on the outside again. Post just sticking to her. Lady Cardinals running a novelty defense here, making sure to take Johnson out of the play. Wilkerson looks inside. Buller tips it. It gets deflected, and it's a jump ball. As soon as Buller tipped the ball, Barrett and Buller jumped all over it, grabbed a hold of it, and Camilla Gay couldn't do anything with it. Possession arrow was to Garber, so the white jerseys keep it. Kick it up top. Wilkerson's going to shoot a 3. Gay has hit 1 3, but so far it's been the Lady Cardinals leading the way from behind the 3-point line. Buller's got it. They're looking again. You notice Buller's eyes. She was looking at the high post and watching for the posts coming through. And Traylon Kemper hits Abby in the backside corner. Buller back up to Boyd. They're working high post. Kick to the backside. Barrett hitting post. Fantastic job. Barrett gets the assist. Post nailing another 3. Johnson on the outside working against Post. Kemper is not going to let her see daylight. Cardinals know what they have to do here. As far as offensive weapons go, Camilla Gay and Johnson are the big ones on the floor that we got to watch out for. Eland is finding openings, but so far she's not able to do enough damage to get the hold of the Cardinals. Official timeout here. They'll talk things over. Foul's going to go on Barrett. That is her second. That could be costly. 92 seconds left to go in the first half. Brianna's got 2 now. They go inside to Eland. Buller tips it away. They're going to call Buller for a... Okay, Buller just got called for a push, and she tipped the ball nowhere near Eland's body. Interesting call. Gay's got it on the outside. Cardinals aren't letting Camilla get an opening there. And then a dribbling violation. Mandy Bell, with the error, gives the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. So Cardinals have a little bit of foul trouble here. Barrett and Buller both have 2. That could come back to bite the Lady Cardinals. In the game right before this, Buller inside. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but Moses is able to get the rebound. Moses up top. It's a turnover. Well, Moses had tried to save it. They get it inside. Bell's got it, looking for Wilkerson. Barrett and Bell dive on it. So scramble there. All started with Moses trying to save the ball. Ends up being a jump ball. Cardinals have the possession arrow. They got 53 seconds left to go before half, and they got a 6-point lead. So Cardinals potentially can add to their lead here. Post drives in, kicks to Moses. Moses to the backside. Buller open for 3. Just a little bit short. Gay's there for the rebound. Gay doesn't normally get a bunch of rebounds, but she is piling them up in this game. Garber working their ball movement. Gay's open on the backside for 3. She misses it. Cardinals dodge a bullet there. Wilkerson goes for a jumper. She can't hit it. Boyd and Eland fighting over that rebound. It gets tipped out of bounds, and the referees will say it's off the white shirts. Cardinals get to inbound it. Short time left. 1 possession here before halftime. Cardinals, you can assume, will probably hold it. Either go for a last-second shot or just go to half with control. Oh, turnover by Boyd. Johnson up the floor. Oh, that was the worst possible thing that could happen. Cardinals turn it over. There's short time left on the clock. And the two seniors for Garber, Gay and Johnson, work together, get it up the floor in transition. Johnson puts it in, draws the foul, I think on post. Is that foul on post? That's her first. Cardinals were sitting on a 6-point lead. They still go into half with a lot to be happy about, with a 4-point lead here in Enid. Tremendous job by the Lady Cardinals. I've got stats. I'm going to run through them and double check them. I don't know how trustworthy they are. Give me just a moment here.
Fans, don't forget.
Well, I got stats for you, but I can tell for sure they're not correct, but I'll go ahead and give you what I got. I'm missing a bucket by somebody. I've got Post with 9 after 2 3-pointers, a free throw, and a bucket. Abby Buller's got 6. She's got 1 3-pointer. Moses has a bucket inside, so she's got 2. Barrett's got 4. Emily Estes has 2 free throws for 2. So that doesn't add up to the 25 you see on the scoreboard. I don't doubt the scoreboard, but I'm missing 1 bucket there. So Lady Cardinals here going against Garber. Tremendous first half. Cardinals came out, and even though you can see Gay is a tremendous player, very talented, very big post player for high school girls basketball. You expect her to be playing somewhere in college next year. But the Cardinals challenge inside right off the bat, taking it inside. Barrett and Moses and Buller attacking inside. Post even got inside for 1 bucket. And the Cardinals building up the lead. At one point, they were up by 6. Actually, multiple times in this game, they've been up by 6. Garber's charged back. Expect to see a tremendous effort from Garber. They are 19-0. They've got 6 wins. I saw a 1 and a 5. They've got 1 top 10 win and 5 top 20 wins. Now, one thing about playing at Garber, they do play a whole host of Class B teams, but we're used to that. We do as well. So you're sitting, Cardinal fans, with a nice lead here. I'll get the halftime timer synced up. My Kurt production assistant had to take off. Mason Nelson's got to go suit up and get ready. The guys are taking on the Garber Wolverines right after this. I've got to go work and do some more recruiting to find somebody else to help me out. I'm sure it won't be hard. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes for the second half. The highlights are the ones that have actually played. Oh, she's the one. We're good, right? Thank you. I'm gonna go check for some. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Lady Cardinals, just tremendous first half. We'll see how things play out. Big stat we need to watch and pay attention to. Cardinals do have a 4-point lead, but Barrett and Buller both have 2 fouls apiece. That could come back to haunt us. Cardinals on the season average about 15 fouls a game. So that has been a problem for us at times. Gay throws it in to Wilkerson. Starting the half for the Lady Cardinals, you've got Post, Buller, Weber, Barrett, and Moses, the starters from the first half. Cardinals running something interesting again. It looks like similar to the novelty defense they were running in the first half. They're really worried about Johnson. Garber, meanwhile, is really intent on getting the ball to Camilla Gay. They overthrow her, though. Moses gets a steal. Cardinals on offense. They go for Moses at the high post. A little bit of a scramble, deflection by Garber, but the Cardinals hold on to the ball. Buller's got it out on the wing, back to post. Into the high post to Barrett, quickly out to Weber. Garber staying in the zone. Whoa. Post is going to get fouled by Wilkerson. Wilkerson came in and tried to knock it away from Post as Post was getting ready to pass to Buller. Cardinals will throw it in. Post right underneath the basket. Buller wide open, gets to shoot a corner three. Unable to hit it. Elin gets inside of Brianna Barrett. Garber has the rebound. Here comes Johnson. Garber trailing by 4. We're just starting the second half. Remember, this Lady Wolverines team is undefeated on the season. They're ranked 5th in the state. Cardinals itching for an upset here and a signature win in this season as they come ready for the playoffs. Garber gets the ball inside for Elin. She puts it in for 2, and it's a 2-point game. So you can expect a highly ranked team to respond to adversity. That's exactly what's happened. Buller drives inside, gets some contact, can't get the shot to fall. Cardinals end up with the rebound, kick it around. Weber short corner, back up to post, out to Buller. Cardinals moving it, really making that zone work for Garber. And Garber, honestly, if you look inside the paint, they're just not moving. Moses gets the ball. If you watched it, Camilla Gay actually turned and started getting ready to go down the other end. Moses had beat her inside, and Gay just gave up on it. Now, that could be strategy, not trying to pick up fouls and keep Gay as an offensive weapon. Shots a miss. Scramble for it. Moses has it. Cardinals up by 4. Cardinals on the run in transition. Post can't get the layup to fall. Elin's got the rebound. Gay's got it. Gay's not too fleet of foot. She'll come down. She'll take a jumper instead of challenging inside. She didn't have support. Cardinals in transition here. Post open for 3. Post will drain it. Kemper, Post is having a game. She's leading all scorers at this point. She's got 12, 3 3-pointers. She is just killing Garber from outside. Cardinals with their biggest lead of the game, up by 7. It's still the third quarter, though, and Garber can put points up. They come inside. Number 25, Schmidt, puts it in. So it's 5 points again. Garber switches into a half-court press. Cardinals working against it. So Garber trying to slow things down here. Barrett's wide open on the block. It bounces around, looks like it's going to fall. Bucket spits it back out, though. Garber has the rebound. They're coming back down the other way, trailing by 5. These two teams played close last year, going to overtime before Garber was able to win by 1. That game sent Garber to the state tournament. That's how much Turpin missed the state tournament by last year, 1 point. Garber got to go. They have been the last 3 years. So the seniors, Johnson and Gay, have been 3 times to the state tournament. They're trying to make it a 4th. Playoffs start in a couple of weeks. Cardinals looking to punch their ticket and go to state for the first time since 2004. Garber's got it up top. Garber's trying to stretch things out. Cardinals are determined not to let Johnson get free. Elin in the high post. Buller tips away a pass intended for Schmidt. Buller's got the steal, working against Elin. Elin pushes Buller right out of bounds. Buller was about to end up in the front row seats at the end. It would be the end zone, but it's a basketball court. She was about to end up having to take a seat after that foul. Nothing dirty about it. They were just playing hard. Wasn't on the shot. That is the second foul against Garber in this half. No fouls on the Cardinals. Another short jumper for the Cardinals, unable to fall. I tell you what, if the Cardinals get hot, Garber really has something to watch out for, because Cardinals have been doing this so far off Kemper post on the outside and opportunistic shots, but they've missed a lot of close-in shots that normally will hit. So we haven't even had a run yet, and we're leading by 5 on the number 5 team. Undefeated Garber trying to make their mark in Class A. Class A right now being dominated, and everybody in the shadow of the ceiling Wildcats, who've beat everybody but number 1 in 6A. Garber trying to make a mark, though, and notch a spot in the big house for the state tournament. Cardinals on offense, though. Post has it. We're hitting the high post, trying to make this zone move. Boyd, who just came in. Boyd gets into the paint. She's looking for somebody to throw it to, and they'll say that she dragged her pivot foot, and that's a travel. So Cardinals just can't get over the hump here. They've had the lead out to as much as 7. Garber scored as soon as we got that 7-point lead. Short corner, stolen by Moses. Shelby kicks it out to Kemper. Cardinals looking to transition. They get it up to Boyd. Boyd inside, can't hit it. Gets her own rebound, out to Buller. Buller into the paint, out to Post. Post takes a little dribble in. Tell you what, they're not chasing too many of the Cardinal players outside the three-point line, but they're starting to pay more attention to Abby Buller. Across the way to Kemper Post, they should be paying attention to. Kemper drives in, looks to the backside post. Shelby snuck in there. Cardinals really made hay in the paint early in the game. In adjustments by Garber, you expect a good team to make adjustments. Cardinals get to keep it on offense after ball's knocked out by Garber. Boyd's got it up top, out to Buller. Estes is posting up. Shelby's at the high post. They get it into her. Shelby out to Buller. Tell you what, Wilkerson's really stepping up on defense. This zone has been a little bit loose for Garber, and you can tell Garber's looking to ratchet up the intensity a little bit here. Buller gets an open 3 but can't hit it. She had one earlier in the game. Like I said, the Cardinals have been doing all of this without getting hot yet. They're hitting some good shots, but they haven't had one of those signature Cardinal chaos runs yet. Gay gets an inside shot. I called it early. She doesn't score inside much. Gets her own rebound, misses her putback, but gets fouled. That foul's going to go on Estes. I've got that as her second. Again, our stats are unofficial here. Gay hits the first. She's a tremendous shooter. Makes them both. 3-point game. Cardinals leading 30-27. 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Now, Cardinals led Garber here in the game last year for the area championship. Post puts up the 3. She's hit 3 of them in the game, but can't get that one to fall. Johnson brings the ball up. They've got Gay in the post, and then they hit Elin on the backside. Elin, who did a good job scoring in the first half, receives the pass and puts in the shot, and it's a 1-point game. Garber starting to do some damage in the paint here. They've made adjustments at halftime. It's working out for them. Cardinals have had that 7-point lead, and it's been a 6-0 run for Garber since. Boyd for 3. It's a miss. Rebound to Johnson. Garber beating the Cardinals to the rebounds here. On offense, you expect to rebound about 1 in 3. Cardinals not quite hitting that mark. They're struggling to get putbacks and second chances here. Buller has it in transition. Buller into the paint, right around Johnson. Buller can't get shots to fall inside. Cardinals have a lid on the bucket in the third here. So it's allowed Garber to get back into the game. Cardinals have been up by as much as 7 now. Garber with this 6-0 run. Cardinals struggling to hit outside and inside. Elin in the paint, out to Gay. Gay trying to give Garber the lead. It's a miss. Buller's got the rebound. Post has it. A minute left to go in the first. Post looks up the court. Boyd was coming to the near side corner. Post thought she was going to go to the bucket and threw it up ahead of her. So the third quarter slump is continuing for the Cardinals here. Good news is there's 1 quarter left to go, and we're holding on to a 1-point lead. Wilkerson's open on the backside. They're looking for Gay inside. Gay puts it up, but she'll get fouled by Moses. Gay's a really good shooter. She made both free throws a moment ago. We'll see what she does here. Camilla Gay has the chance to give Garber the lead. Shelby Moses picks up her first foul by my count. Gay ties it up. 30 points apiece. Lady Cardinals tied up with number 5 Garber Lady Wolverines here in Enid, Oklahoma for the Skordle. It used to be called the Skordle Shootout, and this year it's called the Skordle Festival. Gay misses it, so Garber tied it up, but still has not ever had the lead in the game. Boyd's pass for Buller is stolen. Johnson has it. Join working inside. Boyd's not going to let her shoot it. So Johnson gets to shoot 2 to try to give Garber the lead. Boyd picks up her first foul. So Lady Cardinals struggling in all aspects of the game right now in this third quarter, but they're going against number 5 in the state, and they don't have a single loss this year. So got to give Garber some credit. Garber takes their lead for the first time in the game. Johnson hits the free throw, and Garber's up 31-30. So hopefully the Cardinals can answer in the fourth. It's been a little bit of turnovers, a little bit of missed shots, been some fouls. Lady Cardinals sitting at 3 fouls, Garber with 2. And the Cardinals just got to get things going again. Boyd on the outside, back up top to Weber. Out to Buller. Moses is working inside. Gay's guarding her a lot more carefully here. Garber has really upped the intensity on defense. They're swiping. They're looking for openings. Moses goes up. Gay's going to pick up a foul. Moses is going to get the chance to shoot 2. There's 3 seconds left on the clock in the third. This slump started right before the end of the half. The Cardinals had the ball, had a 6-point lead. They were bringing the ball down with about 15 seconds left. Moses hits the first. That's her first free throw and her first points in the second half. Shelby puts up the second. It's a miss. Rebound to Johnson. Clock's a running. Johnson chucks it up. It's a miss. Lady Cardinals trailing for the first time in the game. They're down by 1. So as I was saying, Lady Cardinals started the second half up by 4. But right before the half, Cardinals were up by 6, if you remember. We were bringing the ball down, and we turned the ball over with just over 5 seconds left to go. Camilla Gay ended up with the steal after it got deflected. Tossed it up the floor to Johnson. Johnson put in the layup, got fouled on it, missed the free throw. But the Cardinals went from having the chance to go up by 8 or possibly 9 right before half to only being up by 4. And Garber has come out in the second half. Turpin extended the lead back out to 7, but ever since then, it's been Garber's game. So after the 7-point lead, Garber was able to get to a 2-point lead before Cardinals finally come back and score a point. So a 9-1 run for Garber to close out the third quarter. So third quarter's over now. So let's get ready for the fourth. That slump's over. So time for the Cardinals to start hitting some shots, get hot on defense, and show the Lady Wolverines what we got. Cardinals looking for that signature win right before the playoffs start. It's great for confidence. It's great for showing the rest of the state what we can do. Johnson tries for a steal. Weber's able to hold on to it. Backside wing. Boyd's open for 3. Can't hit it. Moses is there, though. Moses puts it in. Cardinals regain the lead. I'd spoken in the third quarter about how the rebounding edge was swinging heavy toward the Lady Wolverines, and the Cardinals, with that first possession and shot by Shelby Moses after a rebound, helped to show exactly the importance of it. Then the steal. Abby Buller steps in front of a pass intended for Camilla Gay. Buller in transition, kicks it out to Weber. Moses has it up top, back to Weber. Weber up to the point, reset the offense. Buller into Moses, out to Weber. Backside to Boyd. Short corner to Barrett. Barrett, backside wing to Buller. Cardinals, we're at about a dozen passes here on this possession. Cardinals making that Lady Wolverine defense have to work here to start the quarter. These can be so demoralizing, especially if the Cardinals can score. The Wolverines defense having to work. Cardinals aren't playing keep away. They're just going for the perfect opportunity. Buller's able to penetrate into the lane again. She's had 3 of those now and hasn't hit on any of those drives. We'll take that kind of shot, though, if we can get it from Abby Buller. She was tremendous in Buffalo, especially against Moreland, piling up over 20 points. A lot of it off of transitions and drives. I think Buller might be anticipating contact from Garber. Last time we played Garber, it was incredibly physical. This time, Garber's playing off quite a bit on defense. It looks like maybe they're trying to protect these starters, and Garber does not seem to have the depth. Inside shot by Wilkerson, just a foot inside of the free throw line. She puts in the shot. Garber regains the lead, 34-33. Cardinals have the ball, over 6 minutes left to go. They kick it out to Weber on the backside. Up to Buller. Cardinals reset the offense. Weber has it again, back to Buller. Garber has stayed in this 2-3 zone. You've heard me say it before, the problem with the 2-3 zone is there's going to be a three-pointer open somewhere. Boyd throws it to Barrett, but tries to hit her on the backside hand. Barrett can't haul it in. Cardinals got to be more accurate with their passes here. You can't give too many errors away against the top-ranked team like Garber. 5th in the state. They have no losses on the year. This is a team that knows how to win. Gay's got it inside, tries to push through Barrett. Barrett had a hand on the ball. I was waiting for the jump ball, and instead, as Gay tries to spin, she'll travel. So Moses and Barrett, tremendous job on the interior defense going against the larger Camilla Gay. They forced the turnover. Cardinals have the ball. They are down by 1. Kemper Post has come back in. You'll remember she's been incredibly hot in this game from behind the three-point line. She's been leading the way for the Cardinals with 9 points. Barrett puts in a fantastic jumper just inside the free throw line. Cardinals regain the lead, 35-34. That's the 6th point for Barrett. Cardinals scoring on the outside with 3-pointers and inside the paint, not much in between. Garber does a good job in transition. Cardinals utilize transition for points in the Buffalo tournament. However, that's not been the case here. Shot by Eland's a miss. That's a good sign for the Cardinals. Eland has been the main scorer so far for Garber, but Eland's miss rebounded by Barrett. Post has it up top. Post out to Boyd. Moses working inside against Gay. And Post looks inside for Moses, but Schmidt steps inside of the pass, and it's a steal. So Cardinals trying to work the passing game and making Garber move. In this case, got just a little bit too much in a hurry, and we paid the price. Garber picks up the steal. Wilkerson puts it up but can't get it to fall. Schmidt gets the rebound. Buller blocks the shot by Schmidt. Rebound, though. Eland goes up. Looks like Barrett's going to get called for a foul. Brianna, it looked like she went straight up. They're going to call her for a push, so Brianna was straight up, but she will get called for her 3rd foul. Coach Schmaltz going to go ahead and take a timeout. Turpin has 4 timeouts left. Garber has 3. Lady Cardinal cheerleaders weren't able to make the drive. We're all the way over in Enid, Oklahoma today. I told this story in the pregame and early on, but these Lady Cardinals have faced off against many of the players for Garber. The 2 programs, Turpin for years had younger players from 3rd grade up into all the way into high school years playing for a program called the High Plains Storm. And Storm teams would often come to tournaments all across the state of Oklahoma, especially central and northwest Oklahoma, including Enid, and would face off against a team from Enid called the Enid Shock. Enid Shock was coached by Camilla Gay's father. Coach Gay, tremendous coach, coached a hard-nosed, defensive-minded team. Several of these Garber players played for that Enid Shock team, and so they would go against Turpin players, Kemper Post, Shelby Moses, and Abby Buller over and over and over and over and over. Elin puts up the first shot. It's a miss. So Cardinals still hanging on to the 1-point lead. We're halfway through the fourth quarter here. We're getting down to crunch time. Elin misses both. Schmidt's able to get the rebound. Buller tips it away. Barrett gets the scramble for the loose ball. Cardinals have it. Post up the floor. Cardinals have a transition opportunity potentially here. Boyd open for three. She'll think about it and then decide to pass it off. Buller has it. We'll see what Garber's defense does down the stretch here. At times, their 2-3 zone has been pretty loose. Barrett gets the ball in the short corner. Elin and Johnson work for the double team, and Barrett's pass out to Buller is a little bit late, gets tipped by Johnson, and then bounces off Buller before going out of bounds. So Garber's got the ball. They're trailing by 1. Cardinals have struggled on offense in the second half. And both teams, through the first half, it's been the first half of this fourth quarter, it's been a defensive battle. We ended the third quarter with Garber up 32-31. Since then, it's a 4-3 game. Cardinals are up. Sorry, a 4-2 game. So, only 3 buckets between the two teams. Boyd's got it up top. Boyd looks, penetrates into the corner, out to Barrett, into Moses, out to Boyd. Post, open for another 3. She's been fantastic from there. Why not? Let's do it again. I say it all the time, you cannot leave Kemper Post just sitting open behind the 3-point line. She will make you pay. She's got 15 points now, and the Cardinals have a 4-point lead with 3 minutes left. Cardinals looking to erase the curse last year as they took on Garber and lost in overtime by 1. Shots up by Garber, it's a miss. Cardinals have it under 3 there. Got a 4-point lead, that's a 2-possession lead. Buller's got it, and Johnson's gonna pick up a foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Garber. Again, if you weren't here for the first half, I went through the details of it. These two teams faced off in the area championship last year, the winner getting to go on to the state tournament. It was a tie game with 30 seconds left. The Cardinals had the ball, were unable to score. It went to overtime, and Garber was able to pull out the 1-point win. Scramble on the floor, and Coach Smaltz is going to take a timeout. Savvy move by Coach Smaltz. He saves the possession for the Cardinals. Garber fans really unhappy with that. That's what'll happen with a very experienced coach like Coach Smaltz. It's already been called. We've already got the timeout. Coach Davis doesn't like it. But that's just going to be the way it is. So Coach Smaltz saves the possession. Cardinals have the ball. Possession arrow does go to Garber, so if we get a tie-up, Garber will get the ball back. As far as foul trouble goes, Brianna's got 3, Abby's got 2. Nobody else for the Cardinals has more than 1 except for Emily Estes. As far as team fouls go, if we get into fouling situations, Cardinals have been tremendous from the free throw line so far. Garber has 4 team fouls, so they would have to foul 3 times to put the Cardinals at the free throw line. We're at 2.5 minutes left to go here. This is championship ball time right now. We're not in a tournament, but Cardinals on the verge of a big upset. Buller's got it, puts it in. Tremendous job. Post gets the assist, finds Buller, who snuck in, put some pressure on Gay, and then snuck away and got just enough an opening. Buller puts it in for another 2. Cardinals lead by 6, and then a 3-point shot. I think Gay hit that, didn't she? Gay's got to be careful with her. She can hit the 3, so can Johnson. It's a 3-point game. And then Buller's pass to Boyd gets stolen. Boyd tries to save it. It'll be out of bounds. Garber's got the ball. So miscue by the Cardinals here. Cardinals have to be careful. Gay and Johnson especially can let it rain from outside. Both of the 2 seniors for the white jerseys have had games of at least 5 3-pointers this year. Gay has a game with 6. So they will shoot outside. They love it. You'll see Johnson's posted up at one wing, Gay's at the other. This is a shot by Schmidt from the high post. Garber on a 5-point run. Cardinals had the 6-point lead. Garber with a 5-point run. You can see why they're ranked 5th in the state. You can see why they haven't lost all year long. Buller's got it now. Cardinals here with 96 seconds left can go ahead and run the clock and make Garber have to foul, or they can go ahead and attack. We'll see what they do. They go inside for Moses. I tell you what, it is an exact replica of what happened when the two teams played for the area championship. The Cardinals in that game went to the high post and got the ball stolen. Hopefully this does not play itself out. Hopefully this is the redemption game. But that is exactly what happened. But that time it was on the north side of the court. This time it's on the south side of the court. On your left side, Elon inside, puts it up. It's a miss. Buller's got it. Cardinals have it. 70 seconds left to go. Buller in transition. She's going to pull it out. So Cardinals there dodge a bullet. Buller's got it up top. Coach Schmaltz has 3 timeouts left to use. Cardinals with a 1-point lead. 54 seconds left. Garber's trying to figure out what to do and when they're going to foul. Boyd's got it. Boyd to Moses. Cardinals have a lot of experience. There's 3 all-conference players for the Cardinals on the floor right now. And Garber takes their first foul with 43 seconds left to go in the game. They've got 5 team fouls. Cardinals have 5 team fouls. Cardinals on the verge of the upset here against the number 5 team in the state. Moses gets the pass in and gets fouled immediately. That one goes against 25. That's Schmidt. Buller will throw it in. We'll see here. Watch. Cardinals may do something here. Boyd's got it up top. She'll get fouled by Schmidt. So Boyd will get to shoot 1-on-1. Big shots coming up for the freshman here. She's played in a lot of tough games over the years. She's played in a lot of playoffs. She's played summer ball as well as, and also in that High Plains Storm organization, but not against the Shock. Tatum Boyd goes to the line with the chance to make this a 3-point lead for the Cardinals. She makes the first. 2-point lead. Rebounding here becomes incredibly important if Tatum misses this shot. She puts them both in. 3-point lead for the Cardinals. Under 40 seconds left to go. Garber's got the ball up top. You can see Johnson out beyond the 3-point line. Schmidt's going to take a jumper. That's a 2. It's still a 1-point game. Cardinals get it into post. Back to Buller. Buller up the sideline. Brianna Barron is wide open. All Brianna's got to do is hit the layup, and she travels. No, it's a foul. The way he did the hand motions, I thought he was going to call a travel. Cardinals fans, that was a close one. Tremendous job by the Cardinals getting the ball up court in a quickly. Is that 5? Wilkerson, we've got Wilkerson with 5. Wilkerson's going to have to take the seat. Brianna Barrett's getting to shoot 2 here. Brianna's a tremendous free throw shooter. Cardinals have a 1-point lead, 17 seconds left to go in the game. Wilkerson with a savvy foul there. If Brianna makes that layup, it was worth the risk for Wilkerson. You can see why she'd do it. Coach Davis is going to take the timeout. Cardinal fans, it's nail-biting time here. I hope you're on the edge of the seats. You students that are watching back at Turpin, I hope this is getting you out a little bit of homework. I hope that you're encouraging your teachers and asking if you can watch the boys play right after this. The boys taking on a real savvy and tremendous team from Garber, but that's after this one. Right now, your Lady Cardinals sitting on a 2-point lead over the number 5 team in the state. 19-0 Garber Lady Wolverines in danger of losing to your Lady Cardinals. No matter what happens here in a moment after Brianna's second shot, either we'll have a 3-point lead or a 2-point lead. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Garber sitting on 18 fouls and Turpin with 5. No matter what happens, your Lady Cardinals have done you proud. They've come to the Skordle Festival. They took on a highly ranked opponent. They've got the lead with under 20 seconds left to go. Lady Cardinals fans, it is a tremendous day to be a Cardinals fan. It's always a good day to be a Cardinals fan, but man, oh man, this is a great one. Tremendous venue here in the Stride Arena in Enid, Oklahoma. And Lady Cardinals have shown up and made a game of it. You got people from all over the state and more watching this game. Brianna puts it up, puts it in. 3-point lead for the Cardinals. So even if Garber hits a 3, they can only tie the game. All right, we got some interesting strategies coming up. Coach Davis takes another timeout. No, Coach Smaltz takes a timeout. Talks things over with the Lady Cardinals. Cardinals are sitting in the bonus. We got the 8-team fouls on Garber. All right, let's talk some strategy. One of the things that we can do with a 3-point lead, when Garber throws it in, we can just go ahead and foul him. We can foul them, we can get a chance to see what kind of play they have set up, and it makes them have to throw the ball in again. Also, keep in mind, Lady Cardinals, you've been able to see the team speed on the floor. We have the faster team out here. We've got tremendous quickness and speed. Garber has a height advantage on us and a size advantage, but the Lady Cardinals have taken advantage of the speed on the floor. We've got sprinters and a tremendous track relay team that can be put out there at any time. Right now, you've got a sprinter out there in Tatum Boyd that's going to be hard to match by anybody across the state. Also, Brianna Barrett, Shelby Moses, Kemper Post, and Abby Buller. Johnson has the ball. Post is defending her. Johnson drives inside. Buller blocks a shot. Buller gets a magic block, not quite sure how, from behind. And Boyd's going to get fouled. Lady Cardinals, 7 seconds left. 3-point lead. Looks like the Cardinals are going to be able to pull this off here. Boyd gets to go to the line. She'll shoot 1-1. That's the 19th foul on Garber. Coach Davis is going to take a timeout. With 7 seconds left, remember, Cardinals have 3 timeouts left. 2 timeouts left. Coach Smaltz has a couple of bullets in the holster there he can use if he needs them. If Tatum, let's run through here what we've got. If Tatum makes the first, it's a 4-point lead. Cardinals can sit back and essentially not even play defense and make Garber have to run time trying to get down and quickly put a bucket in. And then the Cardinals can still get the ball inbounds and run some time. So the game is almost over if Tatum makes this. If Tatum misses it, clock will start immediately as soon as Garber touches it. If she misses. Boyd's a good free throw shooter. As you saw earlier, she stepped to the line with a 1-1 and made both. Cardinal fans, you can hear the excitement in my voice. Hopefully you're cheering from where you're at. Cardinal fans, let them know in the hallways if you're in the school that we're sitting right on top of the upset of the year for the Cardinals. We've been knocking at the door several times this year with Turpin basketball teams. Tatum getting ready to shoot 1-1. I'll get quiet now, let the game speak for itself. Oh, we have an official timeout for just a moment. I think they were adjusting the timeout count. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Coach Smaltz with 2, Coach Davis with 2. Tatum Boyd getting ready to shoot the first of the 1-1. She makes it. It's a 4-point lead, folks. If she makes this, expect one of the 2 coaches to take a timeout. She misses it. Moses has the rebound. Cardinals are going to win. Cardinal to Barrett. Barrett puts it in. Cardinals. Here's the buzzer. Cardinals win, folks. 47-41. Turpin takes the win. Turpin dethrones one of the undefeated teams in Oklahoma. Garber Lady Wolverines go down. They had a 19-0 record before today, and now it's 19-1, courtesy of your Lady Cardinals. I hope you're cheering loud enough that they can hear you all over town, Cardinal students. Tremendous win by your Lady Cardinals. These 2 teams, we could end up with a rematch later on in the playoffs. Playoff seedings get announced soon. We'll know by Monday exactly what to expect of the playoff bracket. Your Cardinal boys team coming onto the floor, getting ready to take on Garber, hoping to make it 2-0 for the Cardinals here in the Skordle tournament. Sorry, not the Skordle tournament, the Skordle Festival. All right, I'm going to run through some stats. Again, you can't trust these. I don't have Ella Buller here to help me out. She does a tremendous job. And the Lady Cardinals junior high teams are over in Hooker today playing. All right, let me run through the stats. Kemper Post, the junior, came up huge for the Lady Cardinals. She had 9 in the first half and added another 6 in the second half to lead the way. 15 points for the junior. I have a foul and an assist, but I know I didn't get half of what all she did other than the points. Abby Buller added another 8 points. I have 2 fouls and a block. Shelby Moses had 5 points, a rebound, and a foul. Tatum Boyd, the huge 3 free throws in this, coming down in the crunch time to go with another 2 for 5 total and 1 foul. Brianna Barrett had 8 points. 2 of those were free throws. Cardinals just tremendous from the free throw line. Brianna had 3 fouls, played out the game, finishing off strong with those 3, and I have her with 1 assist. Estes also hitting 2 free throws and had 2 fouls. So, story of the game, Cardinals just dinging up the Garber Lady Wolverines in the paint over and over and over early on. And then post from the outside along with the 3 from Buller. 5 3-pointers in the game, helping to distance them from Garber in the second half. They were able to come back after a slow and sluggish third quarter with a tremendous fourth quarter and put up a tremendous win here over Garber. Lady Cardinals win. Now let's get ready. Let's talk about what we got coming up with the boys team. By the way, with Mason Nelson stepping out, credit where credit is due. Cynthia Barrett has stepped in. I hate to say production assistant. We'll say supreme production coordinator over here, running the clock, running the score for you, and the foul count. Stepping in with no experience and doing it before and doing a tremendous job. All right, let's talk about this game and let's see where things will go. Turpin's taking on Garber. Here's your record. Turpin's sitting at 11 and... Oh, sorry. That's not right. Let me get my correct stat sheet out. Turpin's at 12 and 5 and Garber's at 12 and 7. Now, here's the bigger deal. So they both have the same amount of wins. But Garber is scoring points like crazy. They've scored over 70 in 4 of their last 7 games. So Garber likes to put up the points. In watching them, they love the 3-pointer. They're led by Colton Steinert. Steinert can put up 20 in a heartbeat. He had over 20 in their last game just this last Tuesday. The Cardinals, as you know, have several people who can throw in the points. We're led for the year by Jackson Hensley, the senior, who's looking to make his name and get noticed by the colleges and has a ton of connections. Jackson Hensley coming off tournament MVP in Buffalo over last weekend. So Steinert and Hensley might just be matching up in a scoring duel here, but we'll see what the Cardinals defense has to say about that. This Garber team this year may have 7 losses, but one of the things I want to point out to you, like their girls team, the boys team has been to the finals the last 3 years. And I will make the case for you, and I think you'll agree before I'm done, this Garber boys team and these seniors that are on this team come in as the 2nd-ranked program in the state over the last 5 years. Let me give you why I think so. Garber does not have a title in basketball since 2020. Okay, so they did win in 2020. But the 2 years since, they made it all the way to the finals and lost by 5 back-to-back years. So the seniors on this team, including Steinert, smarting from having won a title their freshman year and the last 2 years getting all the way to the finals before losing. In 21, they lost to Hydro Eakley by 5. In 22, they lost to Tushka. So this Garber boys team has been to the state tournament 10 different times, 4 of the last 5 years. And again, they were champion 3 years ago and then came in second the last 2 times. So tremendous program here in Garber, the Cardinals taking on. But we had an upset in the Lady Cardinals game. Your Lady Cardinals outpacing Garber, winning every quarter but the third, and cruising at the end in the last minutes of the fourth quarter, finishing things off strong with the win. Can your boys do the same here in Enid? They're taking on a good team and a tremendous program. Your Cardinals all of this year have been working to make their mark. They're sitting at 12 and 5. That's the first winning season for the Cardinals since 2018-2019. So none of your high schoolers right now on the floor have played on a winning record high school team, but they are trying to change legacy for Turpin Cardinal basketball and doing a tremendous job of it. They've had a whole bunch of close losses this year, and they've played a tremendous schedule facing off against some highly ranked teams in Texoma and Hooker. They have a heartbreaker of a loss against Canute, and Canute's a tremendous program. I would mark this game as probably very similar to the Canute game. Taking on a team with a lot of history, a very proud program that's been able to do a lot, but that might be in a little bit of a rebuilding year. Colton Steinert would argue with that. He's the main scorer for Garber. You'll see him out there, number 2. What to watch for from Garber? They love to shoot the three-pointer, but they'll play a zone defense. Now, you know what I've got to say about that combo. If you're going to play a zone defense, get ready to give up the three-pointers. That's exactly what happened to the Lady Wolverines. Your Cardinals, though, they'll come out in a man. We'll see what the scouting has to say for this and what Coach Biebermeyer is gonna do here. They ran a novelty defense against Buffalo and shut down 1,000-point career scorer Camden Yock from Buffalo in the championships of the Buffalo tournament just last Saturday. So they can play a novelty defense if they have to, but so far this year, the Cardinals have been running man-to-man and then switching it up occasionally with a 2-3 zone when they bring in OU commit Drew Bott. It's my first time to get to say that. Drew committed to OU yesterday to play offensive line, the big 6'8 senior. If you didn't see it on social media, I promise you're going to be hearing it around Turpin a whole lot more. Cardinals very proud of our players. And so the Cardinals can switch defenses up. When Bott comes in, they'll go to a 2-1-2 or a 2-3. It's actually a 2-3. But the Cardinals do a good job against the three-point line. They hold things down, and so it'll be interesting to see what Garber can do if the three-pointer is taken away. Steiner does a good job with it. Another player to watch out for is Bishop. Bishop likes to drive. He's not the only one. There is some height on this Garber team, but they're not known as an inside team. Again, they're a three-point shooting team, and they've scored over 70 4 times in their last 7 games. Running through their record a little bit and looking at the quality of their wins. They started off the year with a loss to Drummond. Drummond's ranked high in Class A, but it was a bad one. It was over 30. But then they came back not long after and beat a ranked 2A team, Cashin. Then they turned around and had a loss to a highly ranked A team in Okarche, again by a lot. When things tip against the Garber Wolverines, they do tend to go hard. They're either winning by a lot or losing by a lot. When you look through their records, there aren't close games there other than a loss to Kremlin-Hillsdale, and Kremlin-Hillsdale's not ranked. So this Garber team, it'll be interesting to see what they can do. On the floor for the Cardinals as we get ready for tip-off. You've got Hensley, Hernandez, Parker, Peters, and Moses. If they're not already highlighted, I'll go through them. Sorry, you're hearing behind the curtain production notes. Jackson Hensley gets the tip. Cardinals start with the ball. So the Cardinals boys team trying to finish off a fantastic beginning by the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals picking up the big win over the undefeated Lady Wolverines from Garber, ranked 5th in the state. And your Cardinal boys team trying to do the same. This Garber boys team isn't ranked, but tremendous history. And these boys on the floor, except for the freshmen, got to see the big house from the inside and from the floor. So a miss by the Cardinals, rebound coming the other way for Garber. And then a jump ball. Sorry, not a jump ball. Got knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. 3-point shots up. I said they'll shoot a lot of three-pointers. Garber driving in on the side. Kicking back out up top. Another long shot. Rebound. Will end up out of bounds. Cardinals have the ball after it goes out of bounds. On the floor for Garber, you got number 15 up top is Brett Howry. Number 13 is Mark Bishop. Number 4, Tyler Butcher. Number 2, Colton Steiner. Remember, that's the big scorer we got to be careful of. Peters working against Bishop. And down low, your big post players, Cooper Hughes. Shot is missed by the Cardinals. Neither team has scored yet. Howry has it on the outside. Kicks it over on the edge. Shot's put up. It's a miss. Peters tips it to Hensley. Hughes, the big old dude out there. He knocks Peters down. There's no call on it. Just a body. Beating another body. And the smaller Cardinals player hits the floor. Hensley back to Peters. Carson has it up top, matching against Steiner. Steiner's not a big dude, but he will throw in those three-pointers. You can see him out there trying to defend Carson Peters. Peters puts up the three, can't get it to fall. Bishop's got it. Bishop likes handling point guard duties a lot, and when he gets it, he's a real danger to drive. Hensley tips away a pass intended for Cooper Hughes. They'll say it's last touch by Hensley. Bishop will throw it in from out of bounds. Bishop has it under the basket, throws it into Hughes. Steiner's got it. Moses watching Steiner. Steiner's got it deep. We'll see if he goes for those Steph Curry type shots. Steiner looks pretty young. I don't know how he shows up on camera, but he is a senior and a tremendous shooter. One of the best you're going to find in Northwest Oklahoma. Steiner. Little bit of a, got a hitch in the giddy up on his drive. I think he gets Moses in the air to pick up the foul. Is that right? Caden Moses will pick up his first foul. Steiner shoots the first from 2 free throws and misses it. Steiner makes the second. Steiner gets the Wolverines on the board first. Garber is running a 1-2-2 zone right now. They have a couple of zones that they'll run. They like to up the pace of the game. They like those 70-point games. Like I said, 4 of them in their last 7. They like to get a team out running. Cardinals have had that. You'll remember when we played Frederick. Frederick wanted to run things. Now, Garber doesn't have the same sort of depth the Cardinals do. Cardinals, tremendous amount of depth. They can go a full 2 deep if they have to. And while this Garber team is very young, nice inside pass. Peters hits Parker. Parker puts it in. Assist for Peters and 2 points for Parker. Parker coming off an all-tournament team mention at the Buffalo tournament. Tremendous game for the junior. Point I was getting ready to make, you have a whole bunch of upperclassmen for the Cardinals, and it's Steiner and a whole bunch of underclassmen. All right, Cardinals putting on a little bit of pressure here. Not much, but Peters and Parker have come up. Moses is going to go ahead and walk up the court here. They're going to go ahead and give Garber a little bit of something to think about. Not pressuring the ball, but just staying close to the ball carrier, so to speak. Butcher has it on the outside. Up top for Howry, out for Steiner. Steiner with that quick trigger on the 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Hensley's got the rebound coming the other way. Moses out behind the 3-point line. Garber's gone to a man-to-man here. That's interesting. They play a whole lot of zones, so them going to a man is an interesting strategy shift, but laying off tremendously. You'll notice Howry is given a good 5 feet to Moses, so I'm not sure if the scouting report that they have leads them to think that we can't shoot beyond the 3-point line. If so, I'm interested to see what they think whenever they start to see us unleashed. Cardinals can drop bombs when they need to. We did miss that shot, though. We have a 2-point lead, but we missed that shot inside. Rebound for Garber. Butcher's got it up top. Bishop drives inside. He's going to get fouled. We'll see who it's called on. That'll go against Carson Peters. 2 team fouls on the Cardinals. Bishop goes to the line, shooting 2. Bishop hits the first, so it's been 2 free throws for Garber so far. They like to score, but through the first 4 minutes, Cardinals have held them without a field goal. It's just been 2 free throws for the Wolverines. Cardinals with a slow start themselves, though. Garber's defense combined with the Cardinals not hitting open shots. Cardinals work against the zone, and Bishop's going to pick up a foul. Cardinals have gotten it up ahead to Hensley. Bishop came over, caught on Hensley. That's first team foul on Garber. Come in, number 3, Domingo Ramirez. Hughes will take a seat. Ramirez playing inside. Aaron Resendiz comes in for the Cardinals. Ramirez playing a real loose man, just kind of pointing over to Resendiz. I don't know if the Garber knows what they're working with here. Resendiz, tremendous guard play. But the Cardinals get the ball into Hensley. Hensley puts in a nice shot. Ramirez up top again to Steiner. Cardinals doing a good job helping keep Steiner quiet behind the line so far. Steiner dropping over 20 in the first half alone against Putnam, or sorry, not against Putnam, against Palm Creek Hunter on Tuesday. And it looks like Hensley's going to pick up a foul. So the only problem the Cardinals have so far is fouls. That one goes against Hensley, right? Yep. So that is his first. Peters has one as well. It's not a shooting foul. Garber working the short corner. Shot's a miss. Hensley's there, gets the rebound. Resendiz coming the other way. Ball gets tipped away from Peters. Bishop's has it. Parker comes inside. Peters is going to foul Bishop. Looks like, well, I think it's Peters. Looks like Peters is going to pick up his second foul. I think he was just intent on making sure that Bishop couldn't get an easy shot there. Bishop will get to shoot 2, and Cardinals have 4 fouls already, and we're just over 5 minutes into the game. Bishop makes the first. It's a 4-3 game. Bishop makes both. It's tied. So Garber tied up with the Cardinals. Jet Huffman comes in. Oh, throws it over on the edge. I'd move the camera up. Huffman throws it up ahead for Moses, and the ball goes out of bounds. Huffman's pass just too high. Bishop drives inside, gets open, can't get the shot to fall, though. Bishop had found a seam. Here comes Hensley going the other way. Bishop's open in the, Hensley's open in the corner, can't get the three-pointer to fall. Rebound by Butcher. Butcher into the half court. Garber's got the ball. Steiner working against Moses. Bishop goes baseline. They kick it around quickly. Howery puts up a 3 and drains it. I said Garber will shoot 3s. And sure enough, they hit the 3 and take a 3-point lead. Huffman up ahead to Parker. Parker into the half court quickly. Hensley back to Moses. Moses working Howery. Parker calls for it. He was wide open in the short corner. He puts it in for a quick 2. Garber's defense is not very tight. They'll run that press to get people moving quickly, and you'll see they love an up-tempo game. Howery this time hits another 3, so that's back-to-back 3-pointers for Howery. Hensley's open in the corner, puts it up, and it's a miss. Resendiz wasn't quite there. The shot's a little too hard and over the backboard. Howery kicks it to Bishop. Bishop loves to drive. They'll pull it back out, reset the offense. Steiner up top. Here comes Howery down the lane. Howery misses. Hensley gets the rebound, and he's going to get fouled by Domingo Ramirez. So fouling Ramirez. Garber's sitting at a 4-point lead now after back-to-back three-pointers by Howery. Hughes is going to come back in, and Steinert will take a seat. Cardinals slowing things down here. Going a little bit more purposed and determined against this press. They haven't had any turnovers against it. Huffman will take a quick three. It's a miss. Bott has come in. We'll see if the Cardinals go to a zone. They like to do that a lot when Bott comes in. With Steinert going to the bench, things might be a little bit safer for the Cardinals running that. Oh, Cardinals looks to be in a man here. Howery makes a nice move. So Garber was looking for somebody to score. Steinert wasn't able to get things going. But instead, it's 8 points on 3 possessions for Howery. 2 3-pointers and a bucket on a drive. Hensley answers. And you can see here the pace is picking up. This pace is what the Wolverines like to run. They like to get things up and down the court in a hurry. Hensley with a nice rebound, and he's going to get fouled. Hensley had gone straight up. Bishop pushed against Hensley as he was coming down with the rebound. Bishop will take a seat. I think that's the first on Bishop. Oh, that's 2 on Bishop. That's big. Only 3 team fouls here on Garber, but 2 of them going against Bishop. Huffman has it outside. Cardinals extending things out. Steinert has come back in. Parker puts up a jumper, can't get it to fall. Bott chips it out, but buzzer will sound. Cardinals come out and get the early lead against Garber. Garber answers, though, off a tremendous effort and 8 straight points by Howery. I'll give you what little stats I've got here. I'll give you what little stats I have. Don't trust them, though. I've got Parker with 4 and Hensley with 4, each with 2 buckets. 1 rebound for Hensley, 1 rebound for Resendiz. Other big notable stat is Peters has 2 fouls. So it'll be interesting to see with this kind of pacing. Cardinals don't have any problem at all with playing against a team that likes to run a quick pace. They do a tremendous job with those teams that like to do it. Coach Biebermeyer has the Cardinals in tremendous shape. Their conditioning is fantastic. You don't see the Cardinals getting tired in games, but you will see it sometimes with opponents. Garber's press is not the kind of pressure that we'll see from, say, a team that plays a full-court man like Hooker. And so it's not pressure on the Cardinals. It's just, it's interesting. It's a strategy to kind of get the game moving a little quicker and get more possessions for Garber. They're obviously very happy with their shooting percentages, and they want to beat you by shooting well. Huffman looks for Drew Bott. Bott was on the backside post. Huffman's pass, nice bounce pass, but that'd be easy for anybody else to get. But Drew Bott's 6'8". You're going to have to bounce that ball just a little bit higher to get it up into his range. So ball bounces out of bounds. Last touch by the black shirts. Garber's got it. Corner 3-pointer for Steinert. Got to be careful there. He hasn't hit yet other than a free throw. Rebound, though, for the Cardinals. Resendiz has it. Cardinals bringing the ball up the floor. It'll be interesting to see if the Cardinals can get any transition-type buckets against Garber. Resendiz, tremendous pick and roll with Drew Bott. Hits Bott in stride. Bott puts it in. 2 points for the Cardinals, and they're back within 2 points. With Bott on the floor, we'll see what kind of inside advantage that gives. Garber's pretty tall, and Hughes is big. Hughes is a big old boy. Butcher on the outside to Howery. Garber hasn't been doing a lot of subbing. Coach Reed so far has been running some players in. Hensley gets a steal, and he'll pick up a foul on Butcher. Hensley was going to take that all the way. I'm not sure if Garber was going to be able to catch up to him. So that might have been a good foul there. Both teams now have 14 fouls. Resendiz has it up top, working against Steiner. Out on the edge, you got Peters working against Domingo Ramirez. Ramirez is a post player, and that's a bad matchup trying to go against Carson Peters and his quickness, and sure enough, Ramirez will pick up the foul. So Cardinals found a mismatch there. Cardinals look to be a much quicker team than Garber.
Yeah.
That was the case for the girls' game. Lady Cardinals much faster and quicker than Garber. But Garber had a lot of size with Gay and Elin. If you were watching earlier, you know about this already. If you haven't, you might have heard the news. Lady Cardinals with a big upset. Taking on and beating number 5 Garber Lady Wolverines. 19-0 until they face the Lady Cardinals. Peters makes one free throw. Cardinals trail by 1. Butcher drives inside, kicks out to Ramirez. Ramirez has it. Cardinals are in a zone right now. They've gone to a 2-3. Steiner looking for an opening. He's got a quick trigger, but so far he hasn't been able to hit. Butcher with the shot from the outside, puts it in for 3. Garber loves that 3. 15-11 now the score. Peters on the outside into the high free throw line, kicks it to Bott in the post. Bott works his way in and he'll drop it in right over Hughes. Hughes has some size, but Bott used those skills that OU recruited him for, pushing his way into the post, getting close in and scoring 2 points over Hughes to pull Cardinals back within 2 points, 13-15. Steal by Parker. Parker goes up, gets the circus shot to fall. He'll get to shoot the and 1. I didn't see who the foul was on, but it's a tie game. It's on 4, Butcher. All right. So Butcher picks up the foul. That's the 16th foul now on Garber. Garber struggling to handle the Cardinals' speed. Parker makes the shot for the and 1. So he's got 7 now, leading the Cardinals. And I'd wondered how the Cardinals would do in transition, and sure enough, they make them pay. Parker picks up a second steal in a row. He and Peters get a 2-on-1 opportunity. Peters puts it up, gets challenged by Steiner, misses the shot. Butcher had come down trailing, gets the rebound, and then a big shot block by Hensley. Hughes tries to gets the rebound, goes for the putback, misses it, but he'll get fouled by Drew Bott. Bott will pick up his first foul. It was on the floor. Hughes is not shooting. Cardinals with the 1-point lead after the made free throw. The and 1 by Parker. Hughes has it inside, puts up the jumper, can't get it to fall. Hensley's got the rebound. Cardinals bring it up the floor. Cardinals, remember, the pace that Garber wants is to get this thing moving quickly. Hensley will show them what that looks like. Gets to the hole easily, but can't get the finger roll to fall. I think this happened in the Cardinals game. Buller got to the hole over and over and over, but couldn't hit shots. Shelby Moses had the same thing. And I think both of our teams are expecting the tough defense we're used to out in the Panhandle and shots to be challenged constantly. You'll notice our players are doing it. When somebody gets a chance for a layup, Cardinal players are meeting them and challenging the shot and not letting easy shots go without some contact. Garber, though, is allowing a lot of shots close into the bucket. We had a miss, a putback, and another putback before it's all said and done. 2 points are in. I don't know if Levins or Parker got that. That one's Levins. Cardinals on at a 3-point lead now. Howery outside. He had that tremendous run in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Ramirez. Ramirez up and over Hensley. Hughes tips it to himself. Loose ball. Hughes hustling. Big man on the floor. And Levins ends up with it. So Levins gets the point on one side. Ends up with the rebound on the other after a big scramble. Peters, open path to the bucket and drains it. Coach Reed's going to take a timeout. Garber's getting what they're asking for here. Cardinals are hurrying now on their possessions. They're getting quick early shots and taking them, but Garber's defense isn't holding up. Holding up like you might say a sieve would against running water. Cardinals right through it and getting to the hole with ease. So the Cardinals leading now 20-15. Garber's defense just flat porous, to be honest. Cardinals getting layup after layup opportunity here. Hensley and Parker and Peters all with layup opportunities here in just the last few possessions, and then Peters with another one. If the Cardinals can put in these easy layups, this game is looking to be out of hand. We'll see, though. Garber does have a 12-7 record, and this is a team with tremendous amounts of experience. They've been through the wars. They've played in the state finals the last 3 years running, and they have a state title from 3 years to show for it. So, senior Colton Steiner, tremendous player in his own right. We haven't been seeing him get hot yet. Don't really want to be honest with you. But that guy's got a state championship rating from 3 years ago, and these guys have been runners-up the last 2. 5-point lead the Cardinals may have at this moment, but we'll see if they can hold on to it against a savvy and really experienced Garber Wolverines team. Now, Garber is young. While I say they're experienced, a lot of that experience was going to be on the bench the last couple of years and watching from the stands. But it's a winning program and a winning history. 4 times to the state tournament in the last 5 years, that kind of experience. Bishop tries to pass it around Caden Moses. He's not going to let that go, though. Knocks it with his foot. That's a kicking call. Garber gets to try again. On the floor for your Cardinals, you've got Levens. Hernandez is back in. Hensley, Moses, and Peters. And Steiner shows why he was able to put up 20 points easily against Pond Creek Hunter on Tuesday and drops in a three-pointer from the corner. Garber's back within 2. The danger with a team that can shoot threes well is you can shoot at a little bit lower percentage, because if you're shooting threes, you're tacking on that extra point constantly. Levens puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound, goes inside, can't get it to fall, but he'll get fouled. Cardinals are in the bonus for the rest of the way in the first half. That's the 7th team foul now on Garber. Nash was shooting when he got fouled, so he gets to go for 2 here. Levens makes the first. Levens misses the second. Hughes has the rebound. Cardinals up by 3, 21-18. Steiner, quick trigger, and there it goes again. Hate to say I called it, but the young man can shoot. It's a tie game. Hensley has it in the corner. Hensley over the top of the screen from Parker. Levens has it. He's guarded by Steiner. Steiner may not be a big guy, but he can throw it in from a distance. Hernandez from the short corner. It's a miss on that. Hernandez gets his own rebound, but he stepped out of bounds. Had his heel just barely on the line, and that's enough to turn the ball over. Garber's game plan, get the pace of the game moving very, very quickly. That's exactly what's happening here. They've got the Cardinals hurrying on their possessions. Cardinals missing some layups, and Garber's coming down and shooting threes. Bishop drives into the corner for Howry. Howry had 8 in the first quarter. He misses this one. Bishop goes for it and gets the rebound. So, much like the Ceiling Wildcats in girls basketball, you can shoot a whole pile of threes if you'll rebound well from the guard positions. That's exactly what happened for Bishop. He saw the long 3, targeted it, and came down with it. And second chance here for Garber with a tie game. Bishop drives inside, puts up the shot over Hensley. Floater doesn't fall. Levens is there for the rebound. Parker's bringing it the other way. We'll see if the Cardinals go patient here. Garber's defense is just allowing those openings, and Hensley will take it. The Cardinals are going to have three-pointers and layups aplenty if they want them. And so far, it seems to be exactly what the Cardinals are going to do, and they've got the lead. Tipped by Nash Levens. The deflection ends up in Moses' hand for the steal. Moses going against Howry. Kick out to Hensley. We'll see what the Cardinals do this time. Garber's running a very loose man. You can see they're sinking into the paint, trying to take away a little bit of penetration. Totally doesn't work, though. Hensley gets right into the lane. He and Hernandez work together and end up getting another bucket to fall. So Hensley coming up big in this quarter. He's got 9 now. Parker's got 7. Those are the two that are leading the way scoring-wise for the Cardinals. Cardinals with a 5-point lead here. They're running a much slower pace than Garber normally wants to. But Garber's got us a little ahead of our normal pace. Cardinals have the speed and the depth and could press all day if they want to. But the Cardinals tend to try and take advantage of transitions instead and run a strong half-court offense. Cardinals can shoot the 3 with the best of them. But so far, the majority of the damage here in this game is coming inside. And in fact, we only have 1 3-pointer so far. That's from Jackson Hensley. If it turns into a 3-point shooting contest, there's no doubt the Cardinals can hang. But I'd rather our defense hold up against what Garber's trying to do here personally. Bishop drives in to kick. Bishop likes doing that, in case you've noticed. Tries to draw attention by penetrating into the lane before kicking out the 3-point line. This time it's Butcher. Steinert sneaks into the corner and drains another 3. It's very easy to see Garber's game plan. And if you've watched summer basketball, this is what boys will do all the time. They'll run a 5 out. They'll take turns driving, drawing some attention from the defense to try and free up 3-point shooting. Howry this time from behind 3. It's a miss, but Levens is there. Levens to Hensley. Inside for Hernandez, but Bishop was trailing. Is able to get in front of Hensley's pass. Parker tips a pass from Bishop. Steinert from the outside again. You can see there, Steinert can drain him. So Garber, 3-point shots keeping him in the game. 27-26. Garber goes to half with the lead now. So it's 3-pointers keeping them in the game. And no secret as to what they're doing. I'll give you some stats. Again, this is all unofficial. Hernandez not on the stat line yet. Huffman, no stats yet. By the way, all I can give you is points and fouls. Levens has 3. One of them is a free throw. Peters has 3. One of them is a free throw. Moses has 7. One of those is a free throw. Hensley has 9. One of those is a 3-pointer.
All right, fans, it's time for
And Drew Bott has 4.
shootout.
As far as fouls go, Carson Peters has 2. That set him down in the first quarter, and he ended up sitting a little bit of the first half because of that. Caden Moses, Jackson Hensley, and Drew Bott also have 1 foul apiece. For Garber, I called it early. We got to be careful of Steiner. We did a great job holding him to only 1 point through the majority of the game. But then toward the end of the second quarter, Steiner got hot and very quickly dropped in 12 points behind the 3-point line. 4 straight 3-pointers for Steiner. That gives him 13 total. Tyler Butcher also has 3. Brett Howry has 2 threes. So it's 7 3-point shots and only 1 bucket and 4 free throws for Garber. Very clear game plan here. They want to shoot threes. Let me back up so you can see the game they're playing here. Colt Lujan in a 3-point shooting contest here. Colts hit 2. Garber fans hit 1. Garber fans hit 2. Colts at 3. Garber fans at 3.
We've got a tie.
Oh, we ended up with a tie. Oh.
First one to make it. Alternating
Oh,
shot.
my.
You get to go first.
So you got a player,
Alternating shot.
you got a fan from Turpin and a fan from Garber. It's Colt and a fan from Garber. So it's a shoot-off now. Colt gets to go first. Oh, he misses his first. The Garber fan makes it. He wins the shoot-off. He does. Congratulations to the Garber fan.
In overtime from Garber High School, Foreman Enid.
All right, Cardinal fans. We got under 4 minutes left to go in the half. The Cardinals out there warming up. Very clear what Garber's trying to do. Throw in three-pointers like crazy. They're barely even trying to shoot it inside. Howery's got basically all the points on the inside other than some free throws. So Cardinals, if they can figure out the three-point line, the defense can hold. Now, we've played against teams that love the three, most notably when we've had to face off against Buffalo and Camden Yawk and Fargo Gage Fort Supply.
All right, Norman.
At Fargo Gage Fort Supply with the Garton brothers.
We will have another shoot-off at halftime of your boys game.
Cardinals have done really well against those two teams, going 4-0 against those two teams that love the three. So the Cardinals can do this, but Garber's used to this game plan, and you can tell everything's revolving around it. They've got size, but they're using the size only for rebounding, essentially. So Steinert leading the way with 4 three-pointers. He's not the only one shooting it. Howery's also done some damage out there. But 27 points, 7 of it on threes.
Use your ticket of entry for the Skordle Fest and visit Valid Kits to get automatically entered for a pair of Jordans. Spend some cash for additional entries. And don't forget to sign up for their loyalty program. Valid Kits, located 1 block north behind Garber Furniture.
Now, Lady Cardinals had to face off against a Lady Wolverine team just a few moments ago that featured some three-point shooters. Lady Cardinals figured it out and at times ran novelty defenses. Your Cardinals team has done that before as well. Did that in the tournaments at Buffalo. And maybe that's something we might see in the second half. Cardinals defense did a fantastic job for most of the game, but the thing is, with a three-point shooting team, it doesn't take much of a crack before you're down. The other factor that's really big in the game is the Cardinals have missed at least 4 different layups. So the Cardinals are hurrying things a little bit here, speeding things up because of the pace that Garber wants to run. And it's not that we're putting up a whole bunch of points, it's that we're getting the shots and possibly either expecting to have a physical response on defense, challenging the shooter, or else just hurrying things a little bit, and so missing those inside shots. So I like the chances for our Cardinals here if you're going to give us open shots. But I tell you what, watching a team drop a bunch of threes will sure raise the blood pressure. Cardinals getting ready to start the second half here. Coming onto the floor, you've got Hensley, Peters, Parker, Moses, and Hernandez. That's your starters for the first half as well. We'll see who Garber puts out there and what Coach Reed will do. Garber has a possession now to start the second half. You got Bishop and Butcher, Hughes, Steinert, and Howry. So the same 5 starting out for Garber as well. Bishop's got it up top. Bishop's main contribution has been on defense and playing a point guard spot and driving in before dishing. Howry's got it. They're working out to Steinert. Cardinals going man-to-man. They've got Parker on Steinert. Parker knocks the ball loose from Steinert. It tips off of Steinert and goes out of bounds. Coach Reed thinks that Parker pushed him. Not sure if Garber's too used to seeing the kind of defense that the Cardinals can play. And looking at him on film, there's a whole lot of zone being played in North Oklahoma. Missed shot. Steinert's got the rebound, so both teams trade quick possessions. Bishop's got it. Out to Butcher. Butcher picks it up. Remember, Steinert's the big threat. Steinert's working against Parker, trying to pull Parker away. Cardinals went to something like this against Buffalo and had Parker face guarding against Camden Yock. That totally worked. Cardinals beating Buffalo in that game. Howry drives in, misses the shot, then gets his putback, misses that too. Decides he's not going to go for a third time, tips it out, but ends up in Cardinal hands. Then Steinert gets his pocket picked Peters gets his pocket picked by Steinert. Then Parker turns around and does the same. So, again, quick possessions. Neither team doing great on ball security here. And Hernandez ends up with a nice dish from Hensley. A flop from Garber trying to draw a foul call, but that's not going to work when Hensley's basically barely even brushed against him. So Hernandez gets the 2 points in. Cardinals lead by 1 here. Howry drives baseline, tries to get to Steinert. Steinert's got it in the corner, but Parker's all over him. Butcher drives, working against Moses. Puts up a tremendous physical shot. Gets it to fall, and Garber's got the 1 point lead. So the two teams dueling here. Moses will pick it up in a double team that gets it to Peters. Peters up ahead to Parker. Parker's open for 3. He'll miss. Cardinals so far not hitting from behind the 3-point line. Only 1 3-point shot so far. That one was by Jackson Hensley. I like our chances, though, with Parker and Peters and Hensley and all these guys who can shoot 3 for the Cardinals. Up and down the lineup, we've got shooters. I just can't help but thinking that we're not used to being this open. Howry's got it. Howry working against Moses. Out on the edge to Steinert. Parker is just harassing Steinert. Knocks another ball out of bounds. But Steinert struggled to get a hold of the ball through the majority of the first half. And then suddenly, before we knew it, had 13 points to end the half off 4 3-pointers in the second half of the second quarter. Bishop goes in, gets fouled by Peters. That's going to be his 3rd. So Carson picking up 3 is a little bit dangerous for the Cardinals. Garber sitting on the 1 point lead. Bishop's going to get to shoot 2 foul shots here. That's the first foul of the second half. Bishop makes the first one, bounces around. With a team of 3-point shooters, you can expect some pretty good free throw shooters as well. That shot motion, young players, if you're listening at Turpin, if you can hit free throws, you're usually going to be able to hit 3-pointers and vice versa because it's the same shot motion. So if you want to be good at one, work on the other. Bishop shows that by making both. Garber gets a turnover here, and they get to come the other way. Howry drives in, kicks out to Bishop. Bishop looks to drive against Hernandez, dribbles behind the back out to Howry. Howry drives baseline against Peters. Peters got to be careful with 3. Moses and Hernandez, I think maybe Hensley work on that. Block a shot. Peters ends up with a rebound. Peters has an opening for a shot. He'll put it up, and it's another miss. Cardinals can't get the 3 to fall. Hernandez gets a rebound, runs the mic and drill, and gets the shot to fall. That's another one, young players who are listening at home in the classrooms. Work the mic and drill. If you don't know what it is, Ask. Look at YouTube. 3-pointer coming the other way for Garber. They love that shot, and there's another one. Garber with the 4-point lead. Cardinals break the press with ease. Hensley drives in. Easy shot over Hughes. That's 11 now for Hensley. Butcher into the corner. Sorry about the camera. Butcher looks to drive. He's going to pick up a foul in the Cardinals. That'll be only the second foul of the half. It's going to go against Moses. That's Caden's second. Resendiz will come in and give Caden a break. Peters will stay on the floor. He's got 3. Bishop will throw it in. Watch and see if they try to sneak Bishop to the corner. They don't. That's a common thing in Northwest Oklahoma basketball. Butcher looks to drive in. Parker tries to tip it. Parker's going to get called for the foul. So Cardinals starting to rack up the fouls here. Substitution, Jackson Weebling will come out. Hughes will come back in. They hit Hughes in the low post, and Hughes will end up traveling. So Cardinals trail by 2 here, second half of the third quarter. Cardinals break the press from Garber again very easily. And Hensley going against Hughes. Hughes has no chance to stop Hensley. Hensley just lays it in. Only problem is Garber will have to watch and see if they come down and go for 3. I get the idea. They're willing to trade 2s for 3s. Here's Bishop for 3. He'll miss. Hensley's got the rebound inside. Cardinals in transition. Hensley's got it. Goes past Steinert. Puts it up. It's a miss. Peters has the rebound. Parker from outside for 3. Cardinals just can't hit the 3. They're going for it, but just not quite getting that shot to fall. Hensley rejects Howery's shot attempt. Peters ends up with the rebound. Hensley to Resendiz. Cardinals in the half court. Resendiz looks to drive, gets to the high post. Hits Hernandez. Hernandez, little spin move, goes up, tries for that hook shot again, can't get it to fall. Resendiz will go up though inside, can't get it to fall. Garber finally decides they're going to try to defend inside. They bring in enough players. They get the rebound after Resendiz miss. It's a tie game here, 34-all. Steinert working against Parker. Hughes is trying to help free up Steinert. Steinert, the main scorer so far for Garber. The senior just can throw in points almost at will if you give him an opening. Cardinals have decided they've had enough of him getting openings, and so they've stuck Parker on him. Parker's done a great job in this quarter holding Steinert down. I don't think Steinert scored in this quarter. I think he's still sitting at 13. That is confirmed. He's sitting at 13. Thanks again to Cynthia Barrett for helping out with stats and running the clock and the board, everything that you can see there. Steinert does have the ball. Parker's working against him. Steinert trying to find an opening. Kick out to Bishop. Bishop drives in, kicks out. This is a staple of AAU-type summer ball. Go a 4-out or 5-out set, drive in and kick. If it's not there, drive in and kick again. If it's not there, drive in and kick again. If you're open on the drive, put in the layup. If you're not open on the drive, then maybe you're double team, kick it to somebody, and if they're open, put in a 3. Drew Bott's open for a jumper. Looks like it's going to go down. The bucket spits it back out. Cardinals trail by 2 here. Garber sets up in that 4-out look again. You can see Bishop's looking for an opening to drive. Peters, tremendous job on defense. Bishop tries to kick it over to Weebling. Weebling can't handle it. Resendiz ends up with the steal. Coach Biebermeyer is going to take a timeout. Cardinals will trail by 2 with 96 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Well, the Cardinals' cold shooting is doing them in, and Garber's keeping this a close game. Garber's getting the Cardinals to play at a fast pace, and we're getting fantastic shot opportunities, just not getting them to fall. It's rare you're going to see the Cardinals with a game with only one three-point shot, but that's the case so far. And the Cardinals also have missed multiple layups. They're doing a better job in the short game so far this half, but still struggling to get the long ball to fall. Now, if you're a Cardinal fan, you know how these guys can shoot, and I'm willing to see how things go if Garber's going to keep letting us have these opportunities outside. Cardinals not a big fan of playing this AAU-style summer league ball. That works for showing players off for recruits in the boys' game, but doesn't really work well sometimes in competitive ball. Parker finds an opening, drives in. Nice little floating jumper, falls for him, and that's 9 for Parker, and the Cardinals have tied it back up at 36 all. Bishop up top working against Peters. Peters dares him to shoot. They throw it to Steinert instead, and Steinert with the rare miss. Hensley's got the rebound. Hensley coming the other way, kicks it up the court to Parker. Park again around Steinert, inside to Bott. Bott wide open, can't get the shot to fall. There was contact, though. They're going to call Parker for the foul. So, tremendous pass by Parker, finding Bott underneath. Bott gets some contact, but they don't call it. And Parker on the rebound attempt ends up getting called for the foul. So, bad turn of events there. That's been the kind of thing that's keeping this game close. Cardinals, good amount of opportunities, just got to cash in on them. Give Garber credit. Again, the seniors and upperclassmen on this team have been to the big house in the state tournament every year they've been in high school. 3 straight trips to the finals and a title 3 years ago for Garber. Bott inside will go up and get fouled. They're going to call the foul on the floor. Cardinals found a mismatch inside and taking advantage of it. Hughes is going to come back in. Howery's a tremendous player, but he's more of a slasher, and Bott was just taking advantage of him. Only the first team foul on Garber in this half, though. Like I said, they're not exactly playing a lot of physical defense. Hensley open, but can't hit the 3. Bott's going to get called for trying to come behind Hughes and tip the ball away, so Bott will pick up his second foul. Five team fouls on Turpin here. Now, in the boys' game before this, I feel obliged to mention it. Laverne and Calumet were tied up, and Calumet actually had more fouls on the board in the third quarter than Laverne. All of the sudden, it was the tornado from Wizard of Oz, turned the world upside down. Calumet got a tee, big three-pointer from Garber, and they take the lead. Again, so Calumet picks up a technical foul. And from that point on, Calumet went on a run and ended up pulling away from Laverne, and Laverne got called for every foul under the sun, and Calumet was basically in the double bonus before the game was over. And so it was a game that just turned upside down. And so not calling that to happen here, but just warning you, the way the officiating has worked here in this festival, there's some swings. We'll just put it that way. So Cardinals a 5-1 disadvantage on the foul count. 5-1. Cardinals playing really good defense in that quarter. But a tie game until the last seconds when Garber hit that three-pointer. So Garber carrying the 3-point 39-36 lead as we go into the fourth quarter. As far as fouls go, Peters is sitting at 3, Moses has 2, and Parker has 2. I think Bishop has 3. Okay. Several players have 2 apiece for Garber. Peters has the ball. He's going against Steinert. Parker over the top of the screen. Parker finds an opening. Gets to the bucket easily and puts in 2 points. That's now 11 for the junior. Cardinals trail by 1, 38-39. Cardinals running a zone here. We'll see if they pay. Sure enough, Howery is able to drop in a three-pointer from outside. I'd said it earlier, you can see Garber is okay with trading 2s for 3s, and that's exactly what happened on these last 2 possessions. Parker gets the 2, Garber gets the 3, and they extend the lead. Hensley inside, can't get the shot to fall. Looks like Bishop might pick up a foul here. Somebody on Garber got a whistle. No, it's going to be Ramirez. Domingo Ramirez has come in. Garber's back to their small lineup, and Weebling's going to come in quickly. Bot's on the floor. Foul's not on Ramirez. It's going to go against Bishop. That foul is on Bishop, not on Ramirez. So that's 3 on Bishop. That's big. Bishop contributes a lot of helping to open things up offensively. He's picking up a lot of assists. Bot, tremendous job. Takes the pass. Nice spin move into the middle of the lane and a finger roll for the big man, dropping it in. 2-point game. Weebling does a nice job on a long rebound. Garber here, again, looking for the 3. It's clear that's what they're wanting. They're running that 4-out offensive set and trying to free up Steiner here. Honestly, that's a moving screen by Weebling, but referees aren't going to call that. So Steiner trying to hide behind the big man. And Steiner's going to pick up a foul coming down the other way as he's working against Peters. So Coach Reed called a play and just sent Weebling up to kind of muddle things up a little bit, and it totally worked. Weebling kind of moved around. He kind of set a screen, and eventually Parker couldn't cut through it enough, and the Cardinals weren't switching, and so Steiner gets just enough an opening. And as we've seen already, he doesn't need much. That's 5 3-pointers for Steiner. Garber sitting on a 5-point lead now after that 3. Peters throws it into Moses. Moses drives in, hits Peters for a nice little jumper from the corner. Doesn't hit it, though. Moses in the corner. Moses working against Steiner. Steiner flops. Moses doesn't get the shot to fall, and Moses is going to get the foul. So Cardinals didn't have anybody in there rebounding. Cardinals are going to have to rebound here if they're not going to hit the shot. And the Cardinals have just been cold. Still, only 1 3-pointer for Turpin in this game. Garber's making up for that on their own. In this quarter alone, Howery and Steiner have already hit 3s. Hensley blocks the drive, or the shot off the drive. Levens has it to Peters. Peters drives inside easily, so Cardinals getting layups over and over and over and over, getting free for layups. But the times that they don't, Garber's turning around and hitting 3s. Here's Howery for 3 again. So this game plan is working for Garber. They've built a 6-point lead now. Hensley's got it. Cardinals try to go inside for Moses. Howery, though, in transition, trailing the play, dives in front of the pass. So the Cardinals are trying to go inside and go a little bit more traditional ball while Garber is running this 4-out. They're still in it. Ramirez, actually, they're going 5-out now. They've got Ramirez in instead of the big guys. Bishop will travel, though. So Rosendi's going to come in for the Cardinals. So Ramirez is in instead of Hughes and Weebling, and you can see immediately Garber goes to a 5-out style set, which means everybody on the floor can either drive or hit 3s. Parker working against Bishop. Garber looks to be running a real loose man. Rosendi's wide open for 3. Cardinals again can't hit it. Hensley gets the putback, though. Can't get it to fall, but gets fouled in the attempt. Cardinals down by 6 here. The scoring by Garber off the 3-point line is the story of the game. The other part of it, though, the Cardinals have had the opportunities but can't get the open shots to fall, both from layups and short jumpers. Hensley hits the first free throw, makes both. Coach Beamermeyer will take a timeout. Hensley now sitting at 15 for leading Cardinal scorers. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the game. Cardinals trail by 4. Hoping to join the Lady Cardinals with wins here in this First time for Turpin ever to attend the Skordle Festival. It used to be known as the Skordle Shootout. This game, by the way, being broadcast all over Oklahoma on Skordle.tv. So you may have friends and relatives and people from other schools turning in to watch this one. All day long, if you're a basketball fan, you're going to see basketball that's going to only be rivaled by the state tournament. Tremendous, talented teams from all over the state, but especially central and the northern parts of Oklahoma, facing off against each other here in Enid over this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Bishop's got the ball. Garber's leading by 4. Butcher out on the edge. Steinert up top. Peters right now has the duties of guarding Steinert. You'll notice he's face guarding. Rest of the Cardinals playing tight man here. Moses working against Howery. Howery and Bishop have shown that they're pretty good at driving. Howery also has hit some three-pointers outside. Butcher looking to drive a little bit. Back to Bishop. Bishop up top working against Parker. Moses chasing Howery around. You can see a lot of the Cardinals working hard on defense here. The shot gets put up and it's a miss. Ramirez that time misses the outside shot. Cardinals have a chance to cut into the lead here. Peters has it up top. Peters drives inside. Kick to Hensley. Hensley puts it up. Great body control. Drops in another 2 points. That's now 17 for the senior. Steinert working against Parker. Parker goes for the steal. He's got it away. Resendiz has it. A timeout by Biebermeyer to save the possession. Coach Biebermeyer has used 2 timeouts. Coach Reed's used a bunch. So fantastic job there. The effort by Parker knocking the ball loose. Parker and Resendiz immediately pounce on the opportunity. And before the referees have a chance to potentially call a jump ball or Coach Reed can call a timeout, Coach Biebermeyer gets it called and the Cardinals will have the ball, trailing only by 2. 4 minutes left to go in the game, and the Cardinals with the chance to tie or take the lead here. Early in the game, it looked like the Cardinals scoring was going to outpace Garber, and then Garber just started dropping bombs from outside. Steinert with 5 threes by himself. Howery also adding plenty of scoring. Cardinals have Hughes back in. Resendiz gets right by him, but again, the Cardinals can't hit a layup. So the Cardinals missed the opportunity there to tie the game. 3:43 left now. I don't know if Garber tries to run clock or not. We'll see what they'll run here. Parker again is glued to Steinert. Coach Biebermeyer ran this strategy early. It worked well until the end of the second quarter when Steinert went off for 4 straight threes. This time Butcher drives into the middle. Hensley and I think Resendiz are there. I'm not sure who picked up the foul. Resendiz picking up the foul. Butcher puts up the free throw and makes it. That's Aaron's first foul. 7th on the Cardinals. So Garber's in the bonus from here on out. That might not be a bad thing. Shooting 1-on-1 might be preferable to putting up 3-pointers. Garber makes both, and they lead by 4 now. The danger, though, with a 3-point shooting team is they tend to be really good free throw shooting teams. Bishop guarding Peters. Bishop's not a big dude, and Cardinals were going to take advantage of that size mismatch. They worked it inside to Peters, and Bishop will pick up another foul. That's his 4th by our count. Parker sneaks in the back door, wide open. He's now got 15 by my count. No, sorry, 13 by my count. So Parker with 13, and Hensley with 17 leading the way for the Cardinals. The 2 adding up to 30 points of the Cardinals' 48. Cardinals get another life here. They keep getting chances. Garber's ball security and lack of offensive rebounding are giving the Cardinals the opportunity. They've got another chance to tie it here, trailing by 2, 48-50. Peters comes inside and gets the ball blocked by Steinert. Peters works against Steinert. Steinert's a senior. He doesn't look it by the physique, but he's been a tremendous player in this game. Moses gets a hold of the ball. Hensley comes down with the rebound, and Hughes couldn't let go of it and comes over the top of Hensley. Can't let go, and so all that contact will mean a foul on Hughes. 5th team foul on Garber. Turpin, sorry, 6th team foul on Garber. So after this throw-in, both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. Moses throws into Peters. Cardinals trail by 2. 2.5 left to go. Cardinals trying to go 2-0 in this Skordle Festival. We aren't in any further games of this. This is not a tournament. Parker drives inside, chance to tie the game. A lot of contact. None of it's called, though. Garber gets the rebound. It's got a blocked shot, too. Parker didn't get it to the rim. Bishop working up top against Peters. Garber's gone to a different set here, trying to free up outside shooting. They get the opportunity. Hughes is going to tip it out of bounds, and it's going to be Cardinal ball. Hughes obviously is used to doing that and having players there in the corner, but Steinert had already dropped back to the timeline, potentially as a safety in case the Cardinals ran transition. Cardinals have the ball again down by 2. Cardinals just cannot regain the lead so far in this game in the second half. Parker open, again contact. Looks like Bishop might be getting the foul here. If so, he's out. He is. Parker picks up, Bishop's going to pick up his 5th. He'll have to take a seat. That's a huge loss. He's been the main ball handler for Garber. Interesting. It's a tradition out where we are that anybody who fouls out goes over and shakes the hand of the opposing coach. Not so for Bishop. Parker puts in the first. If he can make the second, then this is a tie game. Parker now at 14 points. Cardinals sitting at 49. Parker ties it up. All right. 96 seconds left, and it's a whole new game with one big exception. Bishop's on the bench now, having fouled out. So Ramirez is now running at the same time with Hughes. That's a significant drop-off in ball handling. Peters goes down. Butcher drives into the paint. Resendiz has to take the foul, or else Butcher was going to get an easy layup. So Peters stumbled or got tied up somehow and went down hard. Unfortunate there. Butcher makes the first, 51-50. Again, I'm not so sure that fouls at this point aren't better than letting Garber shoot threes. Butcher makes both. It's a 2-point game again. So Cardinals held the lead for about 20 seconds. But it was their first time to hold the lead since the second quarter. Moses has it, working against Hughes. I'll tell you what, Moses thinking about it. Parker's down low. Now it's Hensley. Hensley inside. Moses finds Hensley. Hensley had the position. Hensley easily puts it in. That's now 19 for the Cardinals senior. Assist for Moses. Tremendous job by the Cardinal offense. Tie game, 61 seconds left. Coach Biebermeyer has one timeout left to use. He's been working that clock tremendously and just coaching up a storm going against Coach Reed. 2 tremendous games that you've had the chance to watch here with these Garber teams playing against our Cardinal teams. So both teams are in the bonus. Cardinals have nobody with 4 fouls. Bishop is fouled out. Peters is sitting on 3. If the Cardinals want to, they can foul here, or they can trust their defense. It'll be interesting to see if Garber goes for a 3 with 61 seconds left and the clock ticking down, or if they'll go for a bucket inside. They're already setting up. You'll see it in a moment. They're setting up. Ramirez and Hughes are both in. They both play inside in the post, but can drop outside. Resendiz steals the inbound pass. Resendiz tries to goes up. It gets to Peters. Cardinals miss another layup. Moses has it. Cardinals missed 2 shots inside. The amount of inside buckets that have been missed by the Cardinals here. Oh no, Parker's pass gets tipped and stolen by Butcher. Butcher gets to the hole and puts in the layup. So the Cardinals, 3 different errors on that possession after the just tremendous steal by Resendiz. Multiple players missing underneath, and then Parker's pass back up to the point. Butcher was waiting on it, steps in front, gets the steal, gets the transition layup, and Garber now has the lead. Cardinals are in a bind here, down by 2 with just under 40 seconds left. Coach Biebermeyer has some choices. Among them, Cardinals can play for a 3 and let the clock run down. Cardinals can play for a 2 to tie and potentially go to overtime. Well, Cardinals might take the first score they get. We'll have to see what they do here. Garber's defense has been porous. Cardinals can get to the end of the paint easily, just have been struggling to make the close shots. Garber does challenge close to the bucket, but they'll let you get in deep before they do provide any resistance. Steiner comes up, but he's not providing any pressure. Looks like Garber might be in a man, which means you've got Moses working against Hughes. That's a big-time mismatch, and sure enough, Cardinals get in deep. Resendiz puts it up. They're going to say Aaron got fouled before the shot, so he'll get to shoot 1-1. So Aaron's going to get to shoot free throws anyway. But instead of getting to shoot 2 off the shot that he made, he'll be shooting 1-1. So, big call there by the refs. He was right there in front of it. From here, and I'm sure from the screen looking at it, we all were hoping that he would count that shot. Aaron doesn't hit it. Garber's got the ball. Cardinals got to foul now. They're down by 2. Cardinals have to foul. They're doubling Steiner. Oh, sorry. Hensley ends up fouling. That'll put Steiner at the line. I can guarantee you Steiner's a pretty good free throw shooter. Steiner misses. Tremendous break for the Cardinals. 18 seconds left. Cardinals do have a timeout. Coach Biebermeyer appears to be sitting on it. Moses out to Hensley. Hensley's got it. Hensley on the drive. Hensley floats through the air, hits the shot. Coach Reed takes the timeout. 3.5 seconds left to go. It's all tied up here. Hensley has that tremendous ability. It looks like he can just hang in the air. And he took advantage of an opening that he saw, penetrated to the lane, got in deep, got close, elevated, held in the air, and then put in the shot. That gives him 21 for the game now. Steiner and Howery both have hit 5 threes, which gives them 17 for Howery and 16 for Steiner off the free throw. Bryson Parker's also got 15. Those are your leading scorers in the game. Oh! Sorry about that, folks. Bad time for a tech error. Yes. Yes. Turnover by Garber. Cardinals have the ball. 2.5 seconds left to go. 2.5 seconds left. We have the ball, right? Sorry about that. The tech errors took a little bit of my attention. We have the ball. We have 2.5 seconds left. Both teams are in the bonus. If Garber fouls us, we're shooting free throws. We're inbounding it right beside our goal. Tremendous error by Garber, giving the Cardinals the ball. Inbound to Parker. Parker's got to get it off. It's a miss. We go to overtime. Tremendous defense by Garber. Garber did a great job. Parker had the shot. Garber was right there with him, didn't foul. We have to go to overtime now. All right. If you're looking at it and paying attention, as far as the measurables, the Cardinals have the edge as we get ready to start this fourth quarter, start this overtime. Bishop is on the bench. He fouled out in that fourth quarter. Cardinals will start the overtime. You've got Moses, Hensley, and Resendiz out there for senior leadership. You've got Parker and Peters. So the Cardinals running a little bit smaller lineup, but that's no problem. They can do this. They've been running a little bit of their own type of 5 out here. That's exactly what they're doing. They're running some 5 out. Resendiz is kind of sneaking inside. Cardinals will struggle to make the inside shot. Hensley's got it in the corner. This is a 4-minute overtime. Hensley puts it up. Can't get it to fall. A little bit of contact there, but nothing gets called. Steinert ends up with the rebound. Drive inside. Shots up by Howard. It's a miss. Hughes gets it, though. Hughes misses. I tell you what, the big men for Garber have not done anything in this game. Oh, no. Butcher flops, just absolutely flops. Moses goes up, and they called the charge. I tell you what, you hit the ground that hard when a player isn't even moving through you. And that's 5 fouls. My count was wrong. Carson Peters is fouled out, so that's a big loss for the Cardinals, but Bishop and Peters have played similar roles for the two teams today. Huffman comes in. He hasn't played in the second half. Cardinals with a lot of speed on the floor. Resendiz is going to get called for the foul. That's going to send Garber to the line shooting 2. I'm not sure if they like that or not. We'll see how they do with shooting free throws instead of jacking up all those threes. Butcher will go to the line. Resendiz will pick up the foul. Well, sorry about that. I had missed Carson's 4th foul. Butcher misses the first. Steinert missed a foul shot a few moments ago that could have helped seal the game, or at least put the Cardinals in some significant danger, and missed it. Butcher makes 1 of 2. So Garber leads 55-54. 3 minutes left to go in the game. We'll see if the Cardinals run some clock or just go ahead and attack. Hughes working against Moses. Moses is so much quicker than Hughes, but Garber has switched back into a 2-3 style zone. Interesting, though, they've got Ramirez inside, or else they're running a man and just switching at the lightest amount of contact. That is what they're doing. They're running a man. Hensley, oh my word, Hensley drives into the lane. They're going to say there was no contact and that Hensley just lost the ball out of bounds. So Peters earlier stumbled, and this time it's Hensley stumbling. So Cardinals having a bit of bad luck here in this game. Howry's got the ball up top. Garber has a 1-point lead. Butcher's got the ball on the outside, working Resendiz. Butcher gets left for the moment. Steinert's got it. Kick out to Howry. Steinert and Howry, the two main offensive weapons for Garber in this game. Butcher driving in. Butcher likes driving. They're going to call another foul. I tell you what, we're driving and can't get a foul call, but Butcher sure is getting to go to the line a bunch. We'll see who this one gets called on. I do not know who that foul got called on. We didn't pick up on. I think it's Aaron Resendiz. If so, it's his third. Butcher makes both. It's a 3-point game. Cardinals. Oh, dadgummit, didn't have the camera on there. Offensive foul on the Cardinals. I tried to warn you, folks. The game we were watching with Laverne and Calumet were tied, and all of a sudden the world turned upside down. Calumet had gotten a T, and then all of a sudden everything went south for Laverne. Huge run by Calumet, and fouls aplenty got called on Laverne. Calumet ended up winning. It was the same crew that's on the floor right now. Huffman gets fouled on the shot attempt, did not hit the shot. He'll get to shoot 2. So both teams will be in the double bonus going from here on out after these shots. Huffman hits the first. Cardinals need the points. It's now a 2-point game. Huffman shot's a miss. Hughes is there though. Cardinals are running a mostly guard-type setup right now with what they've got on the floor. You've got Resendiz, Moses, Hensley, Parker, and Huffman. Hughes and Hensley going against each other. Resendiz steals the ball. I'm going to say Resendiz didn't save it in time. And then he was touching the line. It was right in front of the Garber bench. You'll notice Garber's bench was not reacting that Aaron was out, but that's the call. Steinert almost loses the ball. Huffman's working Steinert. Garber holding on to a 2-point lead. 90 seconds left to go in the game. Cardinals fans, it's time for some cheering, well-wishing, and I'm not going to advocate praying in a situation like this. I think God's on everybody's side, but I tell you what, whatever you can do to help swing the tide from the distance, now's about the time the Cardinals could use some help. They didn't get to have a large crowd here, but the Lady Cardinals are on the sideline cheering for them hard. Cardinals will go ahead and strategically foul to put Garber at the line. They'll send Butcher. Butcher's been on and off from the free throw line. So 62 seconds left to go. Butcher's going to go to the line. He will shoot 2. That foul was on the floor, but both teams are in the double bonus with 10. Butcher hits the first. It's 58-55. Cardinals have to get down here. It's a 1-possession game unless Butcher hits the second. He hits them both. It's 2-possession game. Cardinals have to come down and get a quick score. Moses has it. Resendiz back to Moses. Cardinals do not have to have a 3-pointer here. Parker out to Hensley. Hensley for 3. Oh, the rim spits it back out. Cardinals cannot hit 3s in this game. It's only been 1 for the entire game. Cardinals have to foul, and they'll foul Butcher again. Have to wonder if that might not be strategy for Garber. They're putting the ball in Butcher's hands a lot right now. Butcher will go to the line. He will be shooting 2. 41 seconds left to go. Cardinals really needed those points. Garber sitting at a 2-possession game here. Butcher makes it 5 points. That's still 2 possessions, but the Cardinals have to be able to hit 3s now. Butcher makes both. Parker's got it. 40 seconds left. Parker drives in, puts it up. Oh, Cardinals just cannot make shots today. Huffman drives. Oh, kicks it to Parker. Parker inside. Man, there's a lid on the bucket, folks. This was just not our shooting day. Hensley can't hit a 3. Cardinals got 4 chances here. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butcher. No, by Ramirez. Resendiz kicks it around. Hensley going for three. He hits it. Cardinals are within 3. It's 61-58. Coach Biermeyer will take his last timeout. .8 seconds left. Cardinals, what you got to do right here is you try to steal the inbounds pass. If you don't get it, you got to foul immediately. Because when you foul, you're going to give Garber 2 free throw shots. That gives them the chance to extend the game out to potentially 5 points. At this point, based on how he's shooting, it looks like we don't want to be fouling Butcher. Butcher has hit 11 free throws now. Bishop hit 5 before he went out, so it might be time to foul somebody else, but I'm guessing that they're going to do everything they can to get that ball into Butcher's hands. Early on in the game, it was Howery and Steiner carrying the game, but here in the final moments, as it's coming down to crunch time, Butcher has come up huge, hitting free throws over and over. Notice they've got Butcher throwing the ball in. My guess is what they'll do is they'll throw the ball in and immediately get it right back to Butcher. It can be hard to guard. Why we didn't foul Hughes, I don't know, but we stole the pass. Hensley goes up for 3 and gets fouled. Hughes knocks Hensley to the ground and no call. Hensley is knocked to the ground and nothing's going to get called on it. We've been calling touch fouls the other way the entire game. Hensley gets fouled on the 3, which should be an automatic, easy foul. And instead, it's going to go the other way. Steiner gets to go and shoot free throws. I'm sorry, folks, but I cannot hold back on that. There is no reason for that to happen. Moses will pick up the foul. I warned you and I warned you. The Laverne-Calumet game with this same crew went nuts right after halftime. Tie game for Laverne. Laverne's a ranked team in Class A, and Calumet had got a T. Calumet gets a T, which a lot of times will swing things momentum-wise in the other team's favor, and instead, Calumet goes on to win an easy game through the last part of it with fouls piling up against Laverne. So Cardinals, bitter loss here. We can be upset about the officiating, and to be honest, I am. However, the bigger thing that cost us was we could not hit a shot when it counted. We had layups missed, we had 3-pointers missed. And yeah, that last miss, we think that we should have had 3 free throws there, but Cardinal fans, we came here and did well against 2 quality opponents. The fantastic basketball programs at Garber are really strong. Let me run through points, and then we'll get out of here. Cardinal fans, tomorrow we'll be at Laverne. We will be streaming on Turpin Live. Mario Hernandez ended with 2, Jet Huffman with 1, Nash Levens with 3, Carson Peters with 5 before he fouled out. Bryson Parker ends with 15, Hensley with 21, and Drew Bott with 4. That's it for your scoring. Cardinal fans, have a great night. Tomorrow, Laverne and taking on the Tigers. Have a good one, Cardinal fans.